Good morning, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to Death Stranding for what is live stream number 13 as we continue our journey through the game, rebuilding America one delivery at a time. I hope you all had a good weekend. We're back this morning for 3.5 hours as we continue on with Sam. In the last stream on Friday morning, we managed to connect some new areas. We managed to get a few deliveries done in the Snowy Mountains and connect some new people. And we were just about to go and get our BB back when a chiral storm hit, and Deadman and the BB disappeared in this chiral storm. We woke up in World War II facing BB's father, Cliff Unger, and we had to extend the stream because we were due to finish as this happened, and we had to finish that mission. So we did. We fought BB's father in World War II, defeated him, and that is where we finished, resting up after a hard-fought battle in our memory. I want to say memory, but we don't know how real these fights in the World War One and World War Two scenarios have been, because generally we're half asleep in a way, so we don't really know how that's going to work story-wise going forward. But so far, so good. I'm assuming today we'll travel further west, but I don't know for sure. We still need to get the collector on board. We need to go back and deal with him. I'm annoyed that we haven't managed to get him on board yet. It's just finding a delivery, though, for him. That's the problem. I don't think we need much to get him on board, but we need to get him on board. There's one little area that's not connected, and it's frustrating. So we'll try and do that today if we can, but obviously it depends where the story wants us to go as well. That's the other thing. We are a little bit early this morning, but I was able to start a bit early. Quickly, while we've got a chance to talk about Saturday, so obviously was meant to stream The Witcher on Saturday, and I didn't. I'm still struggling for sleep. Let's just say it's non-existent. I had a really rough weekend. Rough night last night. Yeah, it's all rough. I don't really know how way of putting it, to be fair. And whenever I do a schedule, I want to keep to that schedule. You know, I do my best to keep to it. But yeah, evening streams at the minute are just kind of frustrating, I think is the best way of doing it. So again, our aim is for this coming Saturday for The Witcher. If once we can get The Witcher streams back to normal, hopefully then we can start adding back in the evening streams. But as I say, I need to get more than a few hours sleep a night that's not interrupted, because it is. I was trying to. My other half was at a birthday party yesterday, my little boy, so I had like 2 hours. So I thought I'd do some recording, do some Grid Legends, and during a race, I'm literally falling asleep while racing. Now that's never a good thing. Yeah, it's never good. So yeah, I don't know. All I can do is keep trying, keep working at it. But unfortunately, at the minute, it's a tough one. So we're currently 42 hours, 26 minutes in. And let's load in now and have a look at what we'll be doing today. So as I say, we finished after the World War II fight. We do need a shower. That's one of the first things we need after our big fight last time. We have some mail to have a look at. We've probably got a few little things to look at before we move on.
Sam, do you copy?
Oh, what's going on here?
As you might have suspected, time here stopped while you two were on that battlefield. If my thinking is correct, the dimension to which you traveled is a kind of beach. To explain a little.
So in some
bodies are all occupy
so
the same world.
is it real though? If it's on the beach?
Have beaches all their own. These beaches are given form inside our brains by our beliefs, religion, philosophy, and so forth. As a result, a beach can be anything, and those anythings form a multiverse. However, if many people die at once, their beaches can become entangled, creating a strand field. This phenomenon is exacerbated in wartime by omnipresent feelings of resentment and despair. Beaches are more easily and frequently entangled. On such a beach, exits vanish and experiences cycle endlessly. Picture it like a record player. The needle skips, playing the same phrase again and again. They're fighting a battle that has no beginning or end. Round and round it goes. Now, the battlefield you visited was in Eastern Europe in World War II.
Okay.
Which is strange, given that the man you encountered, Clifford Unger, played no part in that conflict.
So why was he there then?
I can't explain it.
But then we also fought in World War One.
Connect me to the Chiral network. Who knows what we might discover?
EX grenade number 0.
So I kind of missed who that was talking to us, because they now want connecting to the Chiral network, it seems.
Still there, Sam?
There we go.
So I have a request. When you're ready, head upstairs to the delivery terminal.
So our next port of call is to... we'll go to the toilet. Is to connect whoever that was to the network. I recognise the voice, but I can't think who he was. But they need connecting to the network of some sort, so that will be our next kind of thing to do, main story-wise.
EX grenade number 1.
So we've got to decide what we're going to do there. I don't even know what our gear is like, how intact it is after that World War II fight and the Chiral storm. I don't really know. We also know BB's name, or I don't know if it's his name or it's what... or it's what Sam named him, but BB is called Lou. There we go. We've had a look. We don't really do too much of BB, to be fair. Just one of those things that never really had a big deal to us. Right. Let's quickly check our terminal, look at mail, that kind of stuff, and then we'll head out and see where we're going with this order. So we've got 4 mails and 4 datas. Let's start on the bottom. The Mountaineer. Watch out for the whiteouts. Hey Sam, I hope this gets through to you. The weather took a turn for worse a little while ago, and now it's gone full whiteout. 0 visibility up here on the mountain. The Mountaineer was someone we added in the last stream, for those that weren't with us last Friday. I hope you weren't caught in it as well. If it's not too late, just keep an eye on the weather forecast and steering clear. Limited visibility is not the only issue with whiteouts. You know, you lose spatial awareness and can't gauge distances. Hell, sometimes you literally can't tell up from down. Pretty scary stuff. In fact, when we went to, it wasn't him, we were connecting someone else. We experienced a whiteout, and man, it was difficult to get through. With your gear, though, you shouldn't be completely helpless. You can use your map to plot a route to your destination. This is sharp whenever you use the Odorex cargo scanner to ping your surroundings. And if you literally can't see them, if you lose your way, try switching to compass mode to confirm your destination. That way, at least you can orient yourself in the direction you need to go. Above all else, don't panic. It's easy to lose your head in a whiteout, but if you can stay calm, you'll be absolutely fine. Good luck, Sam. There we go. We had a boy and do have power gloves. Okay. Big news, Sam. We've just welcomed a new life into the world, a baby boy. Both him and the missus are doing fine. In fact, they're sleeping peacefully next to me as I write this message. I love the way he calls his missus his missus, because that's what I call my other half. It's quite funny. I know you're a busy man, though, so I won't go on and on about us. Besides, there's something else I've been meaning to tell you. I don't want to be presumptuous, and I know you're at your best porter there is, but even you must have found it tough making deliveries up in these snowy mountains, right? Well, have you tried using power gloves? So we gained power gloves on Friday's stream as well. Thanks for the like, was much appreciated. So we have started using power gloves, to be fair. They have been very, very useful up in the mountains. They can be a real game changer, let me tell you. If you lose your footing and start to slip, the gloves will help you catch yourself before you slide right off a cliff. They make decent weapons too if things get hairy. We haven't actually used them as a weapon, to be fair. Just bear in mind that you drain your battery, so be sure to keep an eye on that. And hey, don't tell me you've never wanted to rock a set of metal claws like an action hero, Sam. You know, I've got a feeling you're going to be a real role model for my boy when he's older. Of course, it's down to all of us, myself included, to make the world a better place for him and future generations. I know you feel the same. Let's not let them down, Sam. Aaron Hill. Okay. So this is obviously a continuation of what happened in Friday's stream at the end. Dead man's stuff. Sorry to bother you, Sam. I know you must be busy. I wonder if you can go and fetch a few things of Dead Man's. You remember the cabin you arranged to meet at, right? Well, the cabin itself got blown away by the supercell, but Dead Man's winter coat and boots should be somewhere nearby. Could you go pick them up and bring them to Mountain Knot City? It's standard issue British kit, but in a custom-made size. You can take the order at delivery terminal at Mountain Knot City. It'd be great if you could help out with this one. I know, another day, another errand, but I hope you understand we're not just asking you to handle other folks' dirty work. No one else can do what you do. You realise that, don't you? So we were going to meet the dead man at the cabin, collect BB from him. The storm hit. They were blown out into the storm. We got pulled into it as well. Hence World War II. But we need to head back to that cabin to go and get dead man's stuff. It's quite a way north, to be fair. The medical device engineer. The terminal only works because of the network. Thank you again for not only delivering that terminal of mine, but providing a network connection for it to function. Otherwise, it would have been no better than a box of circuits and solenoids. The network has made a difference in other ways as well. It's that much harder now for city doctors to ignore the sick out there, for a start. Their manner, that out of sight, out of mind attitude towards the suffering beyond their walls, drove my husband crazy and was one of the reasons we moved in the first place. So she's the wife of the doctor. Without even a modicum of compassion or consideration, they'd demand people come into town to see them, and when those poor folks inevitably couldn't make the trip, corpse disposal ended up with more bodies to burn. Couldn't help but be moved by his passion for his profession. Didn't think twice about joining him or marrying him. I thought a great deal about what kind of benefit the Chiral network might bring, so let me devise a terminal as a means of treating patients remotely. As I may have told you, we only have one for now, but if it continues to perform well and we can find the means to mass produce them, we could help a whole lot of people. But only if the network is there to provide support. To keep expanding, help in more ways than you can imagine. Good morning, Crazy Irishman. How are you? You had your first fight with Mule with a stun gun. Nice, you beat your first bridge. Nicely done. The first fight with the mules is always the hardest, to be fair. Once you get into it, once you get used to it, it's not too bad. But yeah, the first fight is always the worst. Yeah, your stun gun. What stun gun did you have that shoots electric? I know their spears are electrified. I don't remember having an electric stun gun though that early. But I could be wrong. Well, we have got some interviews. We will look at them, but I've kind of just read mail for the last 5 minutes, so we'll probably leave those until we get somewhere else, and then we'll have a look at some of the data. I think that's probably the best way. Otherwise, all I'm going to be doing is sitting there reading everything. And they're saying that I don't. Yeah, I'm going to have to read them. I can't not. I kind of want to because they do add to the story. So if I ignore them, the story's going to be a bit up and down. And I kind of want to know the ins and outs. I think 3 of them were a journal. I'm pretty sure. I don't know what the other one was. The Spiritualist. So the Spiritualist was one of the last people we added on Friday's stream to the network. So this is the Spiritualist. No one has been able to explain the Death Stranding, and I doubt that anyone ever will. Certainly not with science. Science is only suitable for observation, measurement, objectivity. You can observe and measure as much as you like, but it will bring you no closer to an understanding. Sometimes you need to expand your mind and open your heart. Seek the souls of the dead. Listen for the waves on the beach. In antiquity, there were no barriers between the realms. People moved freely between the earth, outer space, and the world of the dead. What are myths and legends if not records of these journeys? My research has only confirmed this. The pyramids of Egypt and Mesoamerica, the Nazcan lines, Stonehenge, all gateways built by humans in order to access the beach. Surely you can see that the wisdom of the ancients has never been more relevant. The people of bridges could do well to remember that. It's quite an interesting one, actually. All these things we don't know that much about could actually be something really important. So these are about what happened in the void out in Manhattan. So I'm assuming Manhattan has fallen. That would be obvious. And we don't know who recorded these reports or when, but there's 3 reports here from Manhattan as well. We've got the stun gun, not your first gun, which... Yeah, the first gun is normally the... I don't know what it's called. But yeah, the one that... Done it. That goes round them and you have to kick them to make sure they stay down. So yeah, stun gun first. That's pretty cool, though. That is pretty cool. As long as you don't kill anyone. Remember, machine guns do kill, as we learned. I think that was Friday's stream as well, wasn't it? Where I killed someone with a machine gun accidentally. In inverted commas. So, Void Out, this is report number 1. Who the hell? Those were the doctor's final words. At the time, no one knew to whom he was referring, and to be fair, there were more pressing issues at hand. The doctor in question was a surgeon specialised in caesarean sections. For those who don't know, caesarean section is when a woman can't give birth naturally, they do a caesarean section to get the baby out. The procedure he was undertaking at the time, however, was slightly unusual, in that he was operating on a mother who had been declared brain dead 7 months into a pregnancy. This is BB's mum. Surely. She had been placed on life support, but since her blood pressure was decreasing and the fetus was showing signs of bradycardia, the decision was made to operate. Because the procedure was broadcast to medical research on a closed-circuit network, we are fortunate to have a record of what took place. Per the footage, the incision was made at instant. The plan was apparently to remove the fetus from the womb and immediately place it in a NICU. NICU is the intensive care unit for babies. Thanks for the like, followers, much appreciated. where it would receive the necessary care. Prior to this, the surgeon would of course have to cut the umbilical cord. This is the moment that changed everything. The moment the surgeon's hand touched the cord, in that instant he uttered his infamous last words, "Who the hell?" Is this about BB then? I'm glad we read these without carrying on first, because if it is about BB, we're learning a bit more of BB and its history. Or Lou, as we should say. Patrick, good morning, how are you? When you look at the show, you can sit down. If you look in the Falcon, you can see a sink. When you look at the show, you can see this. You just confused me with that crazy Ashman. I don't know what you mean. Okay, void out report number 2. Following a number of tests and experiments, the conclusion was reached that this incident was an annihilation event brought about by the doctor's contact with whatever or whomever he'd seen upon touching the umbilical cord. It would eventually become apparent that the doctor had been referring to BTs. At the time, no one could explain the underlying cause of the incident. Some later theorized that if the same conditions, brain dead mother, fetus, umbilical cord, could be recreated, then BTs could be detected and the mystery of Death Stranding would be solved. Indeed, this was the theoretical base upon which the government's own experiments and investigations would be conducted. They called the fetuses they used bridge babies, and the experiments became known as the BB experiment. Soon after the government's program got underway, the tragedy of Manhattan occurred. I'm still guessing the first one they did, that first incident was BB, Lou. I'm going to keep calling it BB. I know its name is now Lou, but it's one of those things. I'm guessing that's ours. It may not be. It could be someone completely different, but I kind of think this kind of puts some of that of what happened to BB together, really. The BB experiments were conducted at a Manhattan-based government facility in which extreme secrecy, a little is known about them to this day. One thing that we do know for certain, however, is that the experiments ended in tragic failure and were directly responsible for the total annihilation of the island of Manhattan. I kind of guessed Manhattan was gone when we started reading these, to be fair. As well as the death of the president who had been observing operations. Observing operations firsthand. So the president was in Manhattan when they had a massive void out that destroyed Manhattan. That's where the president was killed. He was succeeded by the then Vice President Bridget Strand. We all know who Strand is. Who shortly after inauguration put an end to all further BB experiments that had all data destroyed. For strong and steadfast leadership in the wake of the void out, she made great strides in quelling the chaos and unrest that spread throughout the nation. She vowed to rebuild America and devoted herself wholeheartedly to this end. So Bridget is Sam's mother. I'm pretty sure it's our mother. In response, separatists who opposed Reconstruction emerged, slowly grew more aggressive in their activities. One faction even managed to acquire documents relating to the BB experiments. Some speculate that this data was used to restart them in secret. At the time, however, no BB units are known to have been successfully created, and BBs in general remained a taboo subject in government circles. Kind of answers a few questions about what happened to the president, another part of America that was destroyed, and how there's some answers there, which is why we always try and do these when we can, because they do add so much more to the story. Patrick, thank you for that. You didn't have to, but thank you. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Patrick. You didn't shower. You can. Oh yeah. To be fair, I've never sat down in the toilet yet. I've only ever stood up, mainly because I just don't. It's one of those weird things. Every time we're here, we rest. I always shower. As well. Right, we're ready to leave now. We know we've got to go and add someone to the network, so that's what we're going to try and do. But BB is back after fighting World War II and fighting off his father. We don't quite know why his father was there. Previously, we'd fought BB's father in World War I. Oh, we got some more memories from BB. So we thought BB's memory had been wiped when we'd reset it to help Deadman reset BB and fix it.
John.
But obviously the memories are still intact.
What are you doing here? My wife's checked in. I don't want to repeat of last year.
Okay, so Clifford Unger is BB's father, and that's a friend of his.
I didn't know.
Okay. So we know the main story is now going to continue. I don't think we've got any gear on us. Yeah, we've lost everything. It's saying too far from cargo. Because we got caught in this chiral storm, trying to meet up with Deadman before being transported to World War II, we've lost all our cargo. Not an issue, we'll rebuild, it's not a problem. But I'm guessing we have nothing. Okay. Let's see what's happening next.
The west side of that region is covered by a massive tar belt.
So this is where we're heading next, west, to
Beyond
rebuild
it's
more.
Hedgehog City, the last bastion of civilization you'll find that far out. It's your final destination.
Oh wow, we might be near the end of the story then.
Once you use the Cupid to connect it, the chiral network will span the entire continent. The rebirth of America is so close. And remember, that's where Amelie is being held captive. We need you to bring her home safely. But before you cross the tar belt, there's one more knot we need you to tie.
What do you need us to do?
Heartman will help you get it done.
Heartman's lab. Well, looks it.
Sam, I'd like
Right,
you to bring
he
me
wants
a
to
few
connect
things.
himself to network.
First, the dog tags you took from that soldier. Tuck them away in a pocket so you don't misplace them. Second, Mama's corpse. Her body shows no signs of necrosis, and I, for one, would like very much to know the reason why. Closer study may yield information that could prove instrumental in helping us to overcome the Death Stranding.
That's the thing, we thought Mama was dead, but they kept saying
I don't have
her and her
much
sister
time.
were one.
See to your preparations.
So I wasn't
On
sure,
the way.
but she's definitely dead then.
You'll find an official order on the terminal.
Looks like we've got to transport another body as well, which we all know is tricky, but we'll just use our vehicle, we'll be fine. So, we'll have a look at the orders before we do them. So, winter clothes is to recover Deadman's clothes, and then we've got to go to Hartman's lab, and we've got to take Mama's body with us. E-Player, good morning. How are you? That's going to be a journey and a half, looking at that. I don't know if there's a way of getting there. I'm just thinking, can we take a vehicle there? Can't. It's gonna be a tricky journey, I think. Although maybe not actually, because we can. It's quite mountainous, isn't it? I'm not sure if we can take a vehicle there. And if we can't take a vehicle, we're going by foot. And if we have to go by foot, that is not going to be an easy journey. Not with a corpse as well. We know how tricky that is to carry people. The winter clothes mission is there. So I think we're quite close to the end of the story, I think. But I'm not sure. It kind of says we've got one more place to connect, so it tells me it is. Before we go to that final place, obviously we've got to do the lab though. Even after that, I want to get the collector connected. So we've got the collector's over here. Where is he? I know he's over here. He's over there. We can't see on this screen as easily because it's mission screen, but he's there. We haven't connected him to the network. It's the one person we badly need to connect. So I think we'll do the lab. Depending where the story wants to go after that, we've got to try and get the collector added. It's annoying me there's someone that we haven't managed to get done, to be fair. Before we do any of that, let's gear ourselves back up because we currently have no equipment after what happened at the end of Friday's stream. We've got our Bridges boots, and that's it. So we'll take what we can for our private locker, and then we'll kind of know what we need to make ourselves. Yeah, incredible, Patrick. Happened the other day. It was just, yeah, it was incredible. Thank you for the like, it was much appreciated. I haven't seen the trainee plan. No, I'll have a look after the stream, to be fair. I'm okay. I'm getting there. Rough weekend. You've got a level 1 legs. You've got quite a lot really quickly then, Crazy Ashman. Nicely done. Right, so we've got 2 blood bags here. We'll put both of those in our utility pouch. I've got to think about gear and because if we have to go by foot, we can't take too much. So I think we'll take 1 PCC, 2 ladders, and a climbing anchor. The reason for that is I think we may need to climb up some mountains. Obviously, they're nearly destroyed, aren't they? The hematic grenades. I'll take 1, 0, and 1. There's only 2 there, isn't there? Won't take those. We've got a riot shotgun. So it fires rubber buckshot. I'm not overly worried. We have a bolo gun and Bridges boots. Okay, I think we'll have to make everything else by the looks of things. So we'll move these to our back. So we don't need ladders. We've got a PCC. We've got a climbing anchor. We need some grenades, 2 more blood bags, and guns, effectively. This is because we lost everything at the end of the last stream when we went to World War One. That's the thing. So we always take container repair spray. You never know when you're going to need it. Blood bags, we need 2. We don't need anything else there. Boots wise, we have got Bridges boots level 3. We'll take a spare pair. Always handy to have. I take it we haven't got a skeleton on at the minute, so my guess is we need all-terrain skeleton will probably be the best because we think we might have to do some climbing. So that's level 2 all-terrain. Power gloves as well, I think will be handy. We need a bolo gun. Even now we still carry a bolo gun. They are handy. I don't really know if we need the anti-BT handgun. The non-lethal assault rifle works really well. I think the assault rifle probably is better than having a handgun, to be fair. They can go BTs as well as mules. We'll take the riot shotgun at the same time. Pneumatic grenades, we've got 1 on us, so that'll be 2. I don't really... Do we need anything else? I might even take a... I don't know if we're going to be fine BTs. I think two should be fine, shouldn't it, I think? I'm doubting myself now. Yeah, we got 10,000 the other day and then it jumped straight up to 12. I personally would wait and see. I guarantee we'll lose a load over the next few days. You always tend to lose a few. So I wouldn't take that as a current number. I definitely pick everything and look for everything. It's always the way to go. Okay, that can go in a back. Blood bag, utility pouch. Bridges boots on our boot clip. Terrain skeleton we're going to carry. We're going to put on the gloves. Bolo gun, we are going to... why can't I attach the suit? I don't know why I can't attach the suit. We'll carry on back for a minute. Non-lethal assault rifle tool rack. Back. Pneumatic grenade will go in the grenade pouch. Oh, it's just a size, isn't it? Attached to suit, we'll go for shoulder. There we go. So now we've got all our gear back. I've kind of slimmed down what we're carrying. The only thing we haven't got actually is a carrier. Because if we have to take the body by hand, we need a carrier. The first station... Nice, if we get your first station to 4-star, that is really good. Yes, the only thing we didn't fabricate was a carrier, to be fair. Let's quickly make that. Oh, and we better... I don't know if our vehicle's here. Carrier level 2. Is our long-range truck here? Not by the looks of it. It normally says if you own them, and we don't. So we need to build a long-range truck too. This is what happened because we lost everything as we went to World War II. Having to redo everything is a little bit annoying, but there we go. Right, I think we're ready. So, orders. Let's send out our bots first. Anything that leaves us a decent percentage, because obviously these are still leveling up other areas as long as we're sending bots out to make deliveries. But if there's anything, if it says projected damage is 50% or above, there's no point. Roads obviously will decrease the damage taken. 78, 61, 99. Again, what's the point? 60, 41% to take 170 kilograms of timefall resistant wood. That's a good one to do. So we'll do that one. This one 19. Okay, we'll just do the one. So the robot can take 1 delivery. I'm not in a rush to finish the story. If we are close to the end, which I honestly don't know. If we've got one more main city to connect to the west, that's also where our sister is meant to be held captive. I don't really know. Are we at that end game kind of point or not? The story in my mind doesn't come close to a finish yet, mainly because we haven't fought Higgs, not properly. And he's the terrorist that's blowing everything up. So I'm a bit unsure of that. Winter clothes, which are Heartman's. That's not going to be a nice journey to do, even with a vehicle, I don't think. Or actually, maybe it is. I'm just wondering whether we should go and get his clothes first and foremost. Or should we just go and we'll do delivery. I've got to be a bit careful because we've got to carry a corpse. I suppose delivery should take priority. I'll always get it as high as possible, absolutely. We didn't do too much in the first area though. We did what it wanted us to do, but at the time it was kind of, we got to the port and then left by boat to come here. And it was quite a bit out of the blue. I wasn't expecting it, otherwise I probably would have done more in the first area. We do need to go back at some point. I'm guessing there'll be loads of new things there we haven't seen yet. So that's something we need to have a look at. Let's listen to the briefing for the main story mission, which is taking Mama's corpse to Heartman's lab and connecting Heartman's lab to the network.
Like Heartman told you before, he wants you to deliver Mama's body to his lab. Hers is an exceptionally rare case, and he'd like to perform a thorough examination. Hopefully, it'll help us to better understand the Death Stranding. So you know, the Sisters Ka have given their consent. They won't be needing this Ha anymore.
There you go. We'll definitely, if we can drive the majority of this, it'll make life so much easier. But this is why I wanted to have a carrier on us. So we're going to take it to Heartman's lab. It's a new place we've not been to. So we're going to have to plan this journey, I think. We've already crafted everything we need. We will call their vehicle up because that will help us massively. I think it's already out, to be fair. And then the corpse. Load onto truck. This is why the truck is useful, especially with this. But if we do have to go by foot, we have got the carrier with us as well. We're ready to go. We'll have a proper look at the map and try and work out our best route here. This is Mama's sister bringing out Mama's body, although Mama's now part of her sister.
All right, Sam. Take care of her. And don't worry, she won't go necro. Milligan's special.
That's the weird thing. Why is she not going necro? We've been told she's special. We've been told they're twins and they're connected.
All of ours ended up being the key to saving us all.
But what is special about them? Could they be the ones that save everyone? That's the thing. For those aren't aware as well, the vote for next main live stream game will begin on Wednesday evening. So the things popping up, living materials, okay. So that'll begin on Wednesday evening, Wednesday evening, Wednesday morning, I don't know, one of the two, and we'll finish on next Sunday. So if we do finish the story this week, which looks possible, we'll know what we're doing next. We'll see how we go. If obviously we finish the story too early and the vote's still ongoing, we'll probably go to Dying Light 2 or something in the meantime. Okay, so we are heading. The doctor's got something for us because there's an explanation point over it as well. He's got cargo for us, interestingly. Okay, we are heading to here. How we get there, I'm not too sure. I would like to use the vehicle as far as we possibly can because it's just so much easier carrying a body. But, so there's a zip line there. That'll get us fairly close. The zip line, if we use it, we can't take the vehicle. I wonder if the zip line would make the journey really simple if there's one that connects from where we are now. Which we've got the one by the doctor. I don't know if it'll reach. But looking at the terrain, how else do we get there? Vehicle could probably navigate some of this. It is a tricky one, to be fair. Trying to see how we get to there, essentially. How do we get there? What we could do... What's that? That's the online safe house. That's the roboticist there. So we know where the roboticist is. We could drive up here Because we normally head... That's a road we built. We normally head across to get to the roboticist, don't we, here? I think we normally go... Why? It looks all weird and different to what it normally does. I don't know why. I think we normally come through here. Instead of going to roboticist, there's a chance we could go this way. I still think we might end up on foot, though. There's a load of climbing anchors, which tells me there's some pretty steep bits. In the Friday stream as well, we also destroyed our vehicle. I think it was the first time ever we jumped off a cliff in the vehicle and the vehicle blew up. That was a first. You had your first light with BT and no weapons crazy because all you can do is swipe them away. Oh yeah, BTs are not fun, especially when at the start. Was that going to the windmill by any chance, Crazy Irishman? So that route is possible, I think. Towards the roboticist, potentially. I think that might be our best shot, to be fair. Yeah, I think that's our best shot. I think we go roboticist. So from here, we need to head to this bit over here. We head down. For some reason, this all looks different to how it normally does, and I don't know if it's my imagination or not. But we want to go to roboticist, which is over there. I'm hoping we can go down this way. And then to here. And then from there, we've got to figure out how to get across to there. That's kind of my rough plan, but we'll see how we go as we get going. I've got a feeling this is not going to be a straightforward journey. Well, we shall see. We also don't know if we're going for platinum yet. I don't know what the trophy is going to involve. I think we've got a fair few during everything else so far. It's raining as well, so we have timefall damage on the vehicle to be aware of. So yeah, I'm not too sure what we're going to do about platinum. We'll have a look at trophies once the story's finished and decide what we're going to do. How is that truck damaged already? We haven't done anything. It's the timefall that's damaging the truck, isn't it? That's the thing. I'm not overly worried about time lost stuff or anything. We've got to focus on what we've got to try and achieve. If I didn't get stuck on there. I'm pretty sure some of this terrain has changed. I don't remember the terrain looking like this previously. It does look different to what I remember. Right. A little bit more left, hit the snow, and then we're kind of on our route. Yeah, that blowing up, you say funny. I say weird and unexpected. That would be my saying, personally. I wasn't expecting it at all. There's lots of roads still for us to build here that would make life so much easier as well. What does that need? Metal, ceramics. Yeah, I'm not sure how involved the platinum is. My guess would be 5-star every place you can connect would be a minimum, I would guess. And after that, I'm not too sure. But that's something we'll look at once the story's done. Right, while we recharge, let's just double check our route here. So from here, we want to be going... that'd be why. That's why it all looks different. I've just realised why it looks different. Because it is different. So if we get rid of this one, and this one, so we're now here, so we want to be going this way. We will just speed through the BTs. We're not going to stop and fight them. We don't gain anything, I don't think, from fighting them at this point. Other than we take them out. We haven't cut an umbilical cord yet either. That's something we do need to do. As anyway, distribution. Oh, was it? Wow. I was going to say, our first fight, I'm pretty sure, was Windmill, I think. I could be wrong, though. I can't remember now. Might not have been, actually. But yeah, BTs, we do need to cut an umbilical cord at some point, just because we haven't done it, and I guarantee it's a trophy. Mainly because it's something we can do. So I've got a feeling it would be a trophy. It makes sense to be. Right, BTs are here. Like I said, we are going to just drive through. We're going to Heartman's lab. I'm not I'm not overly worried about stopping and finding BTs. There we go. But yeah, I think there are, because it's it's something you can do and you can only unlock. My guess would be there's a trophy related to it. To be fair, actually, while we're here, I can't because I'd have to. If I get out of the truck, I carry the body, don't I? I don't want to carry the body. Do I carry the body if I get out of the truck? Hang on, let's see. I don't carry the body. I can't go too far away though. So I'm just thinking I might actually cut an umbilical cord while we're here. Just because it's something we've not done. Can't see any though. Come on, where are you? Just because it's something we've not done, I thought while we're here, let's have a quick look and see if we can. Why can't I see any of them? Telling me there's one straight ahead of me. Oh, it's there. Snow's heavy. Why can't I see? The weird thing is I can't see them. There's the umbilical cord. Let's just drive through. I can't see them enough to be able to do it. I was going to try and cut an umbilical cord for the first time because we haven't actually done it yet, but I can't actually see properly where they are. So later on in the story, you get the upgrade to your cufflinks, and that enables you to cut an umbilical cord to BT. But it's not something we've achieved yet, and I couldn't see where the BT was there. Strangely, I'm not sure why I couldn't see it. Another one there. Keep moving. We can't let them catch us, otherwise we will have a situation on our hands. I've just realised. Another BT. My route doesn't quite work. I don't think. Jump. We're fine. Thought for a minute I'd messed up. I couldn't. My route didn't kind of work to where we was heading. Think away from the BTs as well. But yeah, I want to do it because it's something we've unlocked or not managed to do yet. But look, there's another BT there. BTs everywhere. Don't want them to catch us while we're in a vehicle because we get swallowed up. Although getting away from BTs is fairly simple in a vehicle, as long as you're quick. You just need a boost. Oh, I've done it again. Come on. Come on. No, it pulled me out. No. It means I need to fight. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to do. See the BT lion? I don't want to fight a BT lion. We were told you can run away. My question is, where's my vehicle and where's the body of Mama? Right, okay. I do not want to be in this situation, but it's a bit late for that. So let's... I don't know where Mama's body is. Is that more than one? If there's more than one of these, we need to get out of here. There may... Yeah, there's more than one. Right, we were told you can run away from these. I don't know how true that is. I don't know where my vehicle is either, though. Made a serious mistake, really, getting caught here. I don't know where Mama's body is, where her vehicle is, or anything. We were told though, if you run far enough away, they stop coming after you. That's a drop, isn't it? That's too far of a drop, I think. Where are they? But yeah, we've messed this up. Just for the fact we got caught by a BT. And the fact there's two of them is not a good thing. Don't think that one had an effect. Where are they? Up there. We're out of grenades now. I knew I should have bought more grenades. Hematic rounds. I need to change ammo to rubber hematic. Where's it going to appear? It is nearly down, but there is two of them. This has not gone to plan at all. Right, one is nearly down, but I'm not going to have anything left to fight, I don't think. Come on, you're so nearly down. Right, one down. But I've got no grenades left. And I'm using a lot of blood by shooting these as well. I need more grenades. It's the only way of fighting is grenades. I can't see any anywhere. Let's slide down here. I'm sliding on purpose if I can. As I say, I don't know where where Mama's body is or anything. I've messed up by doing this. This wasn't what I wanted to be doing. Just because I didn't drive quick enough to get away. I'm looking for grenades, essentially. Right, there's a vehicle there. We were told if you get away, they won't come after you. But I don't know how far away you need to go. Are we good? Are we good? I think we're good. I think we got away. I think we're okay. I just don't know where my truck is. We managed. So you can walk away from them effectively. LVs, good morning. How are you? I don't. I probably will. I didn't know it was actually tomorrow. To be fair, I'll have a look. But yeah, I'll have a look at it tomorrow if that's the time. I didn't actually realise it was coming out tomorrow. To be fair. But how are you, LVs? I mean, I've been recording more SnowRunner. I'll tell you something. It's tricky. Very tricky. Right, where's our vehicle? Our vehicle's all the way over here. Man, we went a long way away from it then. We need to get back to our vehicle badly. I've also now not got any hematic grenades, which is going to be an issue. And we're now on foot. Someone replied to me. I just spoken because I pressed the button accidentally, as I do all the time. And someone actually replied. Right, best way to go. Blood bag would probably be handy picking up over there. I don't know what we used and what we didn't. All our gears, I think we lost a lot of our gear, didn't we, as well? I don't actually know what we've still got on us. So grenade's no good. So we're going to drop that. That grenade's gone. That blood bag's gone. All we've literally got on us is blood bags. I've got nothing else. We've got a power. Yeah, we've got our gear is wearing. We've got blood bags, and we've got our assault rifle, and that's it. We've lost everything else we made at the start of this. To be fair, it is frustrating, but I like games like that. I like games that are that kind of challenge, because you just need to learn from your mistakes, don't you? Effectively. Oh, all our stuff is just there to the right-hand side. So let's go and grab all our stuff here. This is obviously when where we kind of dropped down, I think. We'll sort it all out properly in a second. Let's make sure we've got it all first. Right, I think we've got all our gear back. It was my own mistake from getting caught where it did, to be honest. It's all actually packed fine. Right, shotgun's there. Bolo gun. Carrier. Yeah, we've got everything back again. The only thing we've got none of us is obviously grenades now. We may as well go. We did take out one of the two lions we were fighting. It's the first time we fought two at the same time. Let's go and grab all the chiral crystals we got from killing one of them. Is it killing or is it defeating? I'm not really sure. Because are they already dead? If they're already dead, then you're not really killing, are you? So I'm not sure how that works. We may as well get our rewards for taking one of them down at the very least. If anything, all it really did was cost us time, but yeah, I should have avoided it better, to be fair. Right, all chiral crystals done. Got to take our rewards. So our vehicle is over here. We're actually getting back to it. Obviously, Mama's body is on that vehicle, hence why we can't lose it. I'm not really picking anything else up at the minute because we've got to focus on trying to get Mama's body, and because we may have to go by foot towards the end, towards the lab, because we don't know how far we can take the vehicle. I don't really want to take other gear on us that we don't need, just in case, because we won't be able to carry it. But we've made it back to Mama's corpse in our vehicle at least, so that's something. Oh, and now we can try again. It was too much, was it? I'm one of those people though that doesn't like giving up. I gave up on Mud Runner, and I've regretted giving up on Mud Runner, to be fair. I feel like I should have done more with it, and I gave up too easily. And I think because of that, I don't want to give up on this. I want to make sure we do as much as we possibly can. So yeah, that's where I'm at. What?
What the hell, Sam?
What happened? How did the corpse get damaged? I just went to drive. So Mama's corpse was damaged, probably in the attack by the BTs, is my guess. And because of that, we've got to redo the mission. I'm guessing in the attack was what happened there. So we've got to redo the whole thing. We didn't actually get that far. Yeah, Mud Runner, I feel like I let myself down by giving up. When I should have persevered. Snow Runner I'm enjoying, but again, it is perseverance. Well, I've got hematic grenades. What I might actually do is quickly make another 2 hematic grenades. After what just happened to us, we know we're going to be passing through the BT area. So I'm going to take some more hematic grenades. I know exactly what we did wrong. So we kind of roughly know what we've got to do this time in terms of avoiding what just happened. Put it in the truck. There we go. But yeah, a bit weird. We made it back to the truck after fighting off the BT lions and killing one, escaping from one, and we still failed. So I'm guessing the vehicle was too badly damaged in the attack. Hence why it failed us the minute we got to the vehicle. So we kind of got to learn from our mistake. I just got to drive quicker. I made the mistake of trying to push through the BTs a little bit too aggressively, and should have been a little bit more cautious, I think. But lesson learned. We haven't died many times, to be fair, throughout our journey so far. And every death is a learning experience, shall we say. Right, we know there's BTs to our left, so we're going to stay away from there. How? The fallout's already damaged our truck, but we should be okay. So once we get over here, as I say, we're not taking Lost Cove. We have to do some of this by foot. We want the least amount of stuff on us as possible. Right, there's a charger just around the corner over here past the road builder. We'll stop there, charge up and check our route again. Yeah, it kind of dropped out of the truck and failed us because of that, to be fair. But I think it was because of the damage the truck took when the BT's attacked. But yeah, SnowRunner, I've been recording SnowRunner after Elvis asked about it. It's going to take some time before the episodes are live, mainly because like yesterday I was struggling to actually stay awake, but also I did a bit of it and I didn't complete what I set out to complete. I think I had an hour of being stuck in the mud with several different vehicles. But yeah, like I say, I gave up too easy in Mud Run. I don't like giving up on things. I like to persevere, so because of that, SnowRunner, I will continue and make sure I persevere. Right, we are roughly going the same way, but obviously this time I'm just going to be a little bit more cautious of the BTs. We are going to go near them, but it's going near them and avoiding them whilst trying to drive quickly, essentially. So boosting does help, but you can't boost too much and get caught. And we still haven't done an umbilical cord, which is annoying me as well. But yeah, it's when, because one thing I've learned very quickly is you need to organise yourself with it. You need to make sure you know what you want to achieve, the route you want to take, the vehicle you want to use. And then that all goes to pot, and you have to try it 3 or 4 times with different vehicles, and it still doesn't work. But I'm persevering. I don't want to give up on it. I haven't got any of the DLC yet. I'll look at that once I've done all the main stuff, I think. Right, BT area. We know we've got to pass through here. We haven't got a choice. We did get out of the vehicle and try and cut an umbilical cord on our previous attempt, but we couldn't see the BT enough. Whereas the BT is to our left there. So we could, what I did wrong last time was I zoomed through these. We don't actually need to zoom. All I need to do is just make sure they don't catch us. And that, I think, was where the mistake lay. I was trying to get away too quickly and bumped into other BTs. But as long as we drive normally, and just don't allow us to get too close to them. Like that. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No! Don't pull me out. Stop, stop, stop. If I go too far away, I think we're done again. Stop. Ah! Twice now. I can't stop on it. BT Lion. Right, our vehicle's back this way. That's where I'm heading. I'm not even going to fight. I'm just going to try and get back to our vehicle as quickly as I can. I'm not going to try and fight it. Right, our vehicle's down there. I'm guessing I can get back inside. I'm kind of ignoring the BT line this time to see if I can get in the vehicle and drive. There it is. Can I get to it? Part of me thinks you're meant to get caught here just because we've caught twice now. Part of me does wonder whether we're meant to get caught. I think we're away. How's Mama's corpse though? If we open this and she falls out, we know we've failed again. Okay, I'm just going to check the damage to Mama. No damage, we're fine. We are kind of off course though. We need to be heading left. I don't know how, but yeah, so we just ran away effectively and it worked. I think that was definitely our best thing to do, was run away. Doesn't mean we won't play some more BTs, but yeah, at that moment I thought we were done for again. Part of me always wants to fight though, because obviously good versus evil kind of thing comes into play. I'll fight it. We're here, we might as well. And actually, running away sometimes is the better part of valor, isn't it? As we've just proven. Right. while we're charging, let's check the route. So we're going to keep heading this way. There's another BT area supposedly here. We want to get to this kind of area, and then we've got to plan. But I want to be able to see what this looks like, how we get to there before we kind of plan our route, I think. Sounds like we're going through more BTs in a second, though. I want to be on a hill trying to move the vehicle. Steering is horrendous on the hills. Right, is there more BTs here, or are they gone because we've already dealt with, or we've run away from the first lot?
Still got it.
That was very close call. I thought we were done for a second time. Right, we're okay for the minute. So this is the valley we wanted to get to have a look to see best way to get to Heartman's lab. When we hit this marker, we should be able to see the lab effectively. We're no longer connected to the chiral network because we need to add the lab to the network. And I was hoping we'd see the lab from here and decide our route, but we can't actually see it. Let's clear all our markers. We can't see the route. So my thinking is we want to be heading this way. And then we'll try and take the vehicle as far as we can. It's possible, potentially, to get to there, I think. The map does kind of give you a decent guide on what the terrain is like, but again, it's not fantastic. It's not enough sometimes. You get there and think, well, that shouldn't be there, and there's a load of rocks and stuff you can't really get over that easily. So that it's always a bit of a tricky one. We're doing okay though. Still can't see the lab, concerningly. Right, we want to be heading left here, don't we? Well, the lab's there. We can see it. Looking at the terrain, we should make it in the vehicle. I don't see a reason we can't just drive there. Does look, yeah, that looks fine. I was a bit unsure how. No, we're okay. Obviously, the vehicle isn't the best to steer in the snow or any hillside, but we are here. Do I drive up? I don't know if I can turn around or not. I might have to stop at this platform over here. No, I can drive all the way up. Just saves me having to swap gear around and carry the body. I might as well just drive all the way up and then it all works because we're close enough. I was going to say, there must be something on the roof because there's a ladder on the roof. Thanks for the like, was much appreciated. Right, I know the body's in the car. There's a ladder here, so there must be something on the roof, surely. We can't actually. We can climb the ladder. Climb the ladder. There we go. Unless you can just get down the mountain here, and that's why it's there. I was expecting a computer chip or something, to be honest. Where does that go? I think it just goes round. There's no. I was looking for a chip. I think that's is that count as a spa? I think that is a spa, isn't it, to heal and rest? Yeah, I was actually looking for a computer chip because I thought if you go on the roof there must be something there, but actually doesn't look like there is. Nice little spa though. It's not called a spa, is it? It's called something else. Hot spring, that was the word I was after. Yeah, nice hot spring around there to rest and recuperate. Right, let's go inside, see Heartman, and hand in the body. And we haven't had to carry the body ourselves once, luckily. This thing just makes life easier when you don't have to. Oh, I do need to. Won't let me complete the order. Vehicle's not close enough, I would have said then. Big old lab, isn't it? I'm going to have to carry the body. The vehicle's not close enough, I think. So what we'll do, we'll take off all our gear, bar... No, in fact, yeah, we have to take it all off. The only thing that can stay on is anything on our suit and things. So let's take all that off. We've still got... just in case something happens, we've got an assault rifle. We'll be fine. And grenades. And then Mama's corpse on our back. So we can't hand this in while she's in the vehicle by the looks of it. There's so many things about this game I really like. There's obviously a few annoyances, but I really enjoy seeing the timefall damage on what we've taken. Yeah, nice little welcome fire. I like the fire's cool, especially in the snowy mountain area. It's nice to see a fire as you walk in, isn't it? But yeah, the timefall damage on vehicles and on gear, I think is really cool. I like that. Right, let's deliver the requested cargo. This is Mama's body. I'm guessing we're meeting the guy for the first time physically. We should physically be here.
Performance evaluation.
I'm guessing we did okay. There's no damage on Mama's body, so it should be an awesome delivery. Is there enough to connect to it? It needs 1 star to connect to the network. Would it be enough? Come on. Distance wasn't that far, was it really? Awesome delivery. 1 star, please. It is. If it was less than 1 star, it means we still need to do more to connect it to the network. So we have got 2.5 stars just over. What? Are we going to go up a grade here? We are indeed. Just the 1? No. Okay, we've got two extra grades, so we're now a grade 229 expert courier. I don't even know what max level is. There must be a max grade, surely.
Request to join UCA. Registered.
Perfect.
Waiting Cupid connection.
So they're going to join the UCA. This will help us massively. As I say, story is kind of coming to that conclusion, but there's still lots of unanswered questions, so I'm kind of unsure. Yes, we know Mama's body probably could help us against the fire against the BTs. That's my also concern. If you get to the end of the game, does that mean no more BTs? And if that's the case, just in case there is a trophy for cutting a cord, we need to do it sooner rather than later. Just on the off chance. New strand established. You can actually see on the map behind the strand map, there's actually quite a few little areas still not connected. So even though it says there's 1 major city left out west, I reckon there's still a few shelters to do as well. So Heartman's lab has joined the UCA, and we should see him physically. We've got data for thermal pads. I'm not sure what that does. I would guess keep us warm. It's in a heart shape. I've just noticed Heartman's connection area is in a heart shape. So is the crater in the middle there. I wonder if there's any significance to that. So we can see all the other structures as well. Weird people calling it cadaver. But we need to proceed into the facility with the cadaver. Time limit for the collection, Fatima. I don't know what the time limit was, to be fair. So now with this area connected, let's have a quick look at structures around us. So obviously we saw the zipline there. There's a few things. Driving wasn't too bad, bar the BT fights around this area. The driving, it wasn't too bad, to be fair. I do prefer driving, I think, over zip lines and anything like that. But yeah, there's... I don't know how far west we're going next, to be fair. But I've got a feeling there's more people to add yet. I feel like story is getting there, but I still think there's a lot more to do. Yeah, there's a lot more small networks. I've still got the collect to go back and do. I'm still annoyed we didn't manage to do that earlier. But we couldn't find a delivery for him, so we couldn't upgrade it. Until resuscitation remaining time. What? What is that? Is that a BT? Frozen. That time on the left hand side is a little bit worrying. Is he planning to resurrect Mama? That's a weird lab. No, I think he's resurrecting himself. Until resuscitation, 45 seconds. I reckon he's resuscitating himself. He's dying, so he visits his beach. And the thing in his chest is going to automatically resuscitate him after a certain amount of time has passed. I reckon it's his way of visiting his beach. Good morning to the birthday girl as well. And happy birthday to the wife as well, Crazy Irishman. Hope she's well. And I hope she has a really good day. He's 15 seconds and he's going to be resuscitated. I think that's what he's doing. He's visiting his beach. And the best way to do that is to die.
Heartman.
We've just noticed. Cardiac arrest.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Don't touch. There you go. And he's alive again. Episode 8, Heartman. I'm curious how many episodes there is in total, to be fair.
Well,
What? He keeps dying. He's got 21 minutes now until death.
glad you could make it, Sam.
That's what
sorry.
the machine on him
I
is.
didn't mean to
It's
alarm you,
defibrillator.
But I am what I am. Ah, please lay her down there.
He dies every 21 minutes.
Still no sign of them.
Sign of them what?
You know your heart stops beating.
It stops every 21 minutes.
There you go.
I spend 3 minutes on the beach and then return.
Imagine dying every 21 minutes.
60 deaths and 60 resurrections per day.
Wow.
60 opportunities to search the beach for my departed family.
Oh, okay. So that's he actually uses his time
This
on the
is how I
beach
live.
to find
This
his
is my
family.
life. So, while you've traveled to and from the sea an impressive number of times, my beach count is a little higher. 218,549.
That's how many times he's died. Wow.
I see myself in that crater. My wife and my child. It's like looking at the shape of my heart.
Hence a
Doctors call
heart-shaped
this
area.
Cardial cordiformia.
I wondered if it was.
Mine is an especially unusual case.
I kind of wondered if there was some
Care
significance.
to see Heartman's heart-shaped heart? No, you really should. It doesn't run in the family. You know, I never came to terms with their loss.
So he's got a
Days
heart
followed, I
condition,
became
but a really
obsessed with
unusual
the
one by the
idea
sounds of it.
that the beach is real, and they are on it. I would induce cardiac arrest, 3 minutes at a time, and search for them, day after day after day.
Also, you could say goodbye.
Quite the opposite. It is said that everyone's beach is different. So what if everyone's afterlife is different?
He must have quite a bit of an understanding of what the beach is then,
I find
if he
the thought
visits
terrifying.
it that much.
Spending
Thanks for the like, brother. Was much appreciated.
Which is why I decided to find my family and make sure to move on with them.
Oh, so he wants to find his family and then die permanently. Hence
If
the
death would see
heart.
us reunited,
So if he finds him,
yes.
he's going to die permanently.
but
That's
the
his plan.
repeated cardiac arrests took their toll on my heart. The muscle gradually deformed. And after a while, they started calling me the beach scientist. Heartman. I'm glad we could have this conversation. Oh.
Can't we don't touch people, do we? That wasn't that wasn't a
body
push him
that
away
doesn't
thing. That was we don't let
necrotize.
people touch us.
No sign of decomposition. It's as
You
if
think
she
we're
was
good
still
with not
alive.
visiting the beach that much?
A
Absolutely.
perfect mummy. An impeccable corpse.
We don't really know how time passes on the beach. Is 3 minutes on the beach longer than 3 minutes?
What's wrong?
Depends on how
What's
that works.
the other thing you were supposed to bring?
What other thing?
Ah, found it. Behold.
Wait, dead man.
What is it?
It appears to be an umbilical cord. Human by the looks of it, I think.
How did we
But
bring that?
This was no ordinary conduit between fetus and placenta. It looks more like a BT's tether.
We didn't know we was bringing that.
And this was Mama's? Yes.
something she kept on her then,
Body
essentially?
that doesn't necrotize, and an umbilical cord connected to the beach. These are remarkable discoveries, Sam. Enough to set my sore heart racing.
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
5 minutes left.
I apologize if our conversation gets cut short.
Definitely an interesting character, to say the
I
least.
must go back to the beach and look for my wife and child. One person, one beach. That's the rule. But I'm the exception. My beach is connected to others. As
Oh.
if it were the beneficiary of a coronary bypass. Maybe this twisted heart of mine made it possible. All I know is that I will find them.
You haven't found them after dying 200,000
Even
times.
if my every
Are
visit
you
raises
really going to
new
find
questions. I'll have my answers one day. One day.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
The battlefields. The endless wars you found yourself trapped in. Why do World War era soldiers wander the beach a century after
That's the
they
big question.
fell?
Why is it the world wars we've had to fight BB's father?
Normally the souls of the dead move on. The beach is just a corridor, a place through which they pass on the way to the other side. But if regret, resentment, a fervent desire to remain, if these feelings are powerful enough, they may give rise to an altogether different beach, a collective purgatory for an army of the damned.
So that's the dog tags to Clifford Unger,
Clifford
BB's
Unger.
father.
His misery,
But we
and
don't know
hatred,
why.
combined with your BB acting as some sort of catalyst, have brought these battlefields to our world.
2 minutes to cardiac arrest. Please proceed to a safe location.
It's just a theory.
Please proceed to a
I
safe
think Higgs
location.
is pulling the strings.
Can lay down somewhere.
Pulling all their strings.
Ensure you are in a stable position.
I don't know. But evidence does suggest that Higgs brought them here.
We're going to have to give him some time to die for 3 minutes, aren't we, essentially?
1 minute remaining.
There we go.
Please hold on to something secure.
Why would you hold on to something?
Before
Because
I
surely
forget,
when you
I
die,
have a favor to ask.
you lose your grip.
Activating lab security measures.
Okay, we're locked in.
Could you just relax until I come back? Time stops on the beach, but not in the scene. Rest assured, it'll only feel like 3 minutes.
Yeah, I did wonder if that. So time is different on the beach.
We'll continue this short.
So although this is 3 minutes of him being dead for, on the beach it's a lot longer. There you go, he's dead. We've got 3 minutes to wait for him to come back. Are we going to be able to look round in that time, I wonder? Yeah, we can. Okay. So we can zoom in and out, it seems. Let's give me an option to zoom there. Oh, there we go. Nothing really there. It seems as though there might be something to interact with is what I'm looking around for, essentially. Just weird. I wondered if anything will pop up for us to interact with, but I don't think it's going to by the looks of it. Basically look around the room for a few minutes, and that's kind of it. I take it I can't walk anywhere. No. We can't actually walk anywhere or do anything. We can zoom in and out and just look around the room, essentially. We've got 2 minutes left. I can pause it, but that's about it. I'm guessing they are BTs, that he's somehow frozen. Would be my guess. Obviously we know that's Mama's body. Anything on the desk that looks different or weird? There's got to be something we can... Well, other than the BT bodies, then I don't really know anything else that's significant. Oh, actually, I found something. That's recovered from the tar belt. Okay. Hang on. Is that the only one that's going to work for? I don't know why they did that. We got some likes by zooming in on one of those. Oh, there we go, and again. I don't know how, but we've managed to zoom in on something else. We're getting likes for all of these. BT illustration. It's over there. Chirobites, they're the ones we eat, cryptobites. Kind of seems to have gave us a couple of minutes and then allows us to do... I think we've got to do it at a certain angle. Yeah, there we go. Photo of the beach, immediately post DS, though unverified. There's his family. Yeah, I was thinking that. I'm going to do it before he comes back, obviously. Yeah, weird that we couldn't do that when we first started zooming in. It's only now that it only allows us to. There we go, he's back. He's back. Well, we scanned a few of them. Again, I don't know how many, but we did a few.
Visit 218,550. Oh, sorry. Where were we? I may be used to the 21-minute cycle, but for a first-time face-to-face meeting, there's just too much to cover in one go-around.
Can't be easy living like this.
Yes. And no. Now that I'm acclimated to it, it isn't especially onerous.
Really?
Defecation, pollution, nutrition.
Die?
Most of life's basic functions fit rather easily into a 21-minute.
Knowing you're 21 minutes until you die, and then 3 minutes before you come back.
And intercourse, I suppose.
How do you fit everything into 21 minutes?
Physical. Not that someone in my position has to worry much about either. Do you read, Sam?
I wouldn't say I've had much time for reading, to be honest.
Watch films? You know, I keep busy. I have a collection of music, television shows, some very interesting short films, and stories. Everything consumable within a 21-minute window.
Wow, 20 minutes of love.
All from before the Death Stranding, of course. But honestly, the 21 minutes I spend here, all downtime, nothing more. Time spent waiting to go back to the Satch. My body may be present, but my soul is on the beach. I'm already dead.
I know that feeling. Lost my family in an accident.
Well, I never expected you to open up to me. As it happened,
That thumbs up is weird.
Read about your circumstances. I lost my family in an accident too.
We definitely need a shower, I know that much.
I was in the ICU having heart surgery, out of town, in the city. When it was clear that I was going to pull through, my wife took my daughter back to the house to collect some things for me.
Oh.
And then they were caught in the void outs. The city and the hospital were spared the worst, but the shockwave knocked out the power and my life support. I woke up on the beach. The people who died in the two void outs were there.
Imagine that happening to you and,
What
you know,
happened?
trying to deal with it.
What's going on?
She stopped. Okay, that was
I
weird.
saw my wife and my daughter in the
Oh,
procession.
so you can see him. Okay, there they
Hey!
are.
It's me! Where are you going? Wait!
So that's them in the hospital trying to restart his heart.
Don't leave without me! No! Don't go! Please, don't go!
And then he woke up.
The ICU's backup generator kicked in, and I was brought back to life by the defibrillator. Exactly 21 minutes after my heart had stopped.
Oh, okay. That's why then.
And that was the last time I saw my family. It's my damned heart's fault that we were torn apart.
He's blaming
But
himself.
it's also the reason I'll see them again someday. It defines me. I am Heartman. Ever since, I've walked the beaches of others. I follow my family's footsteps for a while, and when I get tired,
Yeah,
I return
there's a
here
lot of
to
survivor's guilt in games,
continue
isn't
my
there?
research.
That's a common theme, isn't
It's
it?
funny though. Even when my heart stops, the pain lingers. You have any family photographs, Sam?
We do have one. He says no, but I'm sure we have one.
You mind telling me what I'm doing here before you go back to the beach?
Oh, of course. There's a prepper-owned station in this area.
Okay.
Our scientists stationed there are researching material from before the Death Stranding.
What kind of material?
The Earth has a long memory. It's trying to tell a story, one that goes back to the very beginning, one that not even the Death Stranding could erase. The scientists are all colleagues of mine from the earlier expedition. I'd like you to bring them onto the Chiral
So there's another
network.
another shelter we've got to go
Arnold
to then.
proposed we establish our research posts along this belt. Despite a worldwide search, this is the only area known to contain fossils from the late Cretaceous period, when the dinosaurs died out. The assumption being that the last ones lived here, and here alone. You see, hiding in the Earth then are memories of a major mass extinction. Clues that could tell us how to survive our predicament.
Because they believe that this has happened
Certainly,
before, don't
that
they?
was Amelie's hope as part of the advanced team when she assigned our backup team here.
We've read previously
The past
and
informs the
learned
present.
that they
and
believe
aids
the
us in
dinosaurs
building the
being
future.
going extinct wasn't
She was careful
a
to
meteorite
cross that
as we
above us
believe
before
today.
she went west.
They believed it was a Death Stranding.
Shut up. I'm putting you on mute. Sometime later, we began to observe unusual activity in the tar belts outside Edgenot City. Vast quantities of tar began surfacing, spreading, consuming many of my colleagues, as well as a chiral way station. The whole incident defied explanation.
You think Higgs is to blame?
I don't know, but we needed that way station. It was essential to expanding the chiral network westward. That's why I'm asking you for your help in building a new one. It won't be much given the handful of equipment we've managed to scrape together. Nothing like the knot cities, that's for sure. But a knot is still a knot. Sam, I want you to use the Cupid to put the scientists on the network, then go to Amelie. Afterwards, we can get back to the important job of researching the deaths.
That's why the floor's cushioned. In case he doesn't, he puts on mute and forgets how long he's got. Okay, I like that. That's quite cool. Sam doesn't quite know what to do.
Don't worry about him, Sam. The air mat floor absorbs the impact. I'll unlock the door for you.
Time for us to go. So we've got to connect the scientists to the network. That's the plan. We left the dog tags there as well, I've noticed. We haven't picked them back up, or is he going to? We were docked 20 likes by Heartman. That was quite cool. And there's his thumbs up. We've gone back again. Oh, that was fun. So, we've got to get the scientists back.
Sam, you heard everything. You can grab the order at a delivery terminal.
There we go, we can grab the order. So a couple of things to read as well. I think we're just going to need mail to have a look at. So we'll have a look at that first. This is from the Spiritualist. A snapshot of ages past. As do you recall the handprint you brought me? That was what we delivered the first time we met her. Well, I hope you're sitting down because when I analysed it, I discovered that it was 65 million years old. It dates back to the late Cretaceous period when the dinosaurs became extinct. I did fear that perhaps it was just the rock, that the handprint itself had been added much later, but that seems not to be the case. Could someone have travelled through time via the beach in order to leave it? If not, how could it possibly have been made? I plan to look into the matter further and will get in touch when I learn more. If you happen to stumble across anything that might shed light on this mystery, you'll let me know too, won't you? So she believes that handprint that we gave her was from the dinosaur period. Right. We know what we're going to do next.
Our ultimate objective in this region is to build a replacement for a way station that was
Build
lost
a
in the
way
tar.
station.
The first step is to put a shelter with our scientists on the chiral network. Now, we don't know the first thing about Emily's status or what Higgs is up to. That's a concern for us as much as you. But we won't know more until we get to Edge Knot City. And that means connecting this region first.
Yeah. I still want to go back and do the collector.
You should start with the geologist and the paleontologist. The latter's holding something for the Evo-Devo Biologist, so I recommend you save her for last.
Okay, so they're the three shelters we need to connect.
And link up the final site in one go. Once all three are on the grid, come back here. Then
Okay.
we can get to work on the replacement.
We've still got to keep moving forward. I want to go back and do collector, but at the same time, where we are on the map kind of dictates we've got to continue on. It makes more sense. Before we do anything, let's have a look. We did gain something new here.
Thermal pad. Indispensable gear for cold weather operations. Especially useful when traversing snow-capped mountains.
So the thermal pad, a device attached to the shoulder or hip that will activate automatically in snowy conditions. Wearing thermal pads will reduce the degree to which snowy conditions drain stamina. Oh, okay. So they're there to make your stamina stay up, essentially. I don't think we need to make anything else here, to be fair. Yeah. Everything else is in the vehicle, to be honest. Not carried. Why have we got 2 grenades not carried? Not sure why they're not carried, but there we go. But yeah, everything else, we've got all our other gears in the vehicle, so we don't need to make any more. What we need to do, let's just check the share locker. It's always handy to check it occasionally, you never know what's going to be here. These are all lost cargo that needs delivering, not too worried about those. All-terrain skeleton, we're already wearing one at a higher level. Resins. A special alloy, there's chemicals as well. Nothing really we need. But I always try and have a look. You never know what's going to be there. Right, what do we got? There's a bot orders we can send. 75, 55, 69. Average is going to be, oh no, it says 55% damage average, but less than 50% damage for the cargo condition. It's not worth doing it then. So what do we got? 2 different ones to do here. Where can we do them both in one go? That's the question. Geologist is first. We're going to take some medication. It's only 20 kilograms, so easily carried. And then the antimatter bomb delivery. We know an antimatter bomb is tricky. Too much damage, they explode, we die. We have to do it again. And to save coming back, I'm assuming we want to carry both at once. Let's listen to the briefing for geologist first, though.
You've been tasked with delivering chiralium scrubbing agents to a geologist of ours. He's been exposed to dangerous levels of chiralium during his latest excavation, and is exhibiting all the associated symptoms. The strata he's dug into apparently contains a fossil beach dating back to the end of the Cretaceous period. Now I'm told that could be a significant discovery should it be confirmed. But we'll never know for sure if he can't decontaminate the site and carry on with his work.
Okay, so that's that one. And the antimatter bomb, we'll listen to this briefing. We'll take both at once. It makes sense to do them together, and that we don't have to come back, essentially, and just keep working our way across.
A paleontologist of ours needs an antimatter bomb for an important excavation. Seems the strata he's attempting to reach is beneath a layer of tar, and he has no choice but to resort to drastic measures. The bomb is safely secured in its case, but if you're careless and break the damn thing,
We've never broken one
know
before,
what'll
but
happen.
we've seen what happens when you're driving and hit something a little bit too hard. So we'll take both deliveries at once. It makes sense to do both together, I think.
A geologist of ours has been studying fossils as part of his research into prehistoric extinction events. He's been out there conducting excavations for a while now and has begun to suffer the effects of chiral contamination. No doubt the result of excessive exposure.
So chiral contamination is essentially your body is aging quicker than it should.
His work can't proceed, nor will his health improve. So we need you to bring him some chiralium scrubbing agents.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Heartman's just woken up again. There he is.
The stratum the team was investigating dates from the end of the Cretaceous period, the time of the infamous mass extinction, which brought the reign of the dinosaurs to a close, leaving small mammals to inherit the Earth. It's the most recent of the Big Five, and one of the largest mass extinctions the world has ever seen. In any event, our team found something truly remarkable. Can you guess what it was? A fossil beach. If that is indeed what it is, then he has made a tremendous discovery.
That is what it is. That's
Therefore,
incredible.
Sam, it is essential that you deliver those chiralium scrubbing agents as soon as possible.
We know, we know.
One more thing, Sam. For this run, you'll be transporting an antimatter bomb. A Bridges paleontologist working on a dig says he needs it. Apparently, the fossils he wants to study are buried deep beneath tar, and the only way he can get to them is by blowing it wide open. Now, hopefully I don't need to tell you to be extra careful.
No, it's not the first bomb we've carried, to be fair. We should be okay.
But in case I do, make sure you keep that container in one piece, no matter what.
So we don't need to make anything. I'm pretty sure we've got everything we need. I'm not worried about the pads we've just gained access to. We should be fine with everything we've got. We'll have to carry everything on the back for the minute until we get to the vehicle.
Sam, I'm sure you haven't forgotten, but you need to be extremely careful with that antimatter bomb.
We definitely haven't got it.
Especially when transporting it by a carrier or vehicle. Any irregularities should trigger an alarm. Don't ignore
The alarm goes off, we've got to go. Okay. It's quite a lot of gear, to be fair, but then, like I said, we're going to stick it all in the vehicle anyway. All our other stuff is in the vehicle as well.
Order assigned.
The only thing I was going to quickly check was until we've unlocked these people and met them, I don't think we get any deliveries for them, but I just wanted to double check there was nothing for where we're heading next. Roboticist, Doctor, Mountain, not City, no. So there's nothing for us for where we're going now. I did wonder. Right, we'll go to the vehicle and then we'll look at our route, I think. We'll give it a quick save as well. So all our other gear is in the vehicle. We don't know if there's BTs this way. Obviously, there's no signpost for people to put down because, well, there won't be because we're not connected them to the network yet. So let's give it a quick save and then we'll try and plot a route that we think. I'm in a vehicle, I can't. Should have remembered that. I need to do it before we get in the vehicle. Now we can give it a quick save. There we go. Right, back in and then plot route. We've got to make sure when we turn around here to be careful as well, because if any small hit on the vehicle can damage the bomb. Right, we're ready to rumble. Let's have a look. so we're heading first to the geologist for these scrubbing agents. Again, it doesn't look too bad. It looks like heavy rain or snow. That's not too bad, to be honest. Use freely. I don't know what that is. I think if we come out of here and head this way, caution. And then from there, where are we going from there? I think we should be able to get up here, is my thinking. That seems to be an easier route. My concern is here. That's a hill and a half. So if we go to there, up this hill, I still think that's not going to be simple. And then we should be there. It's kind of the route I think we're going to need to take. And then we'll have to plot the other one. I'm hoping to keep the vehicle moving as long as we can. Just because it's a lot easier to transport gear in a vehicle than it is on foot. Plus any snow damage and stuff is less if it's in a vehicle. I might regret driving the vehicle all the way up here, to be fair. Why is there a little... Is that for someone to get out, essentially, that little bridge there? So yeah, we don't really know what we're going to find as we head out.
Sam, so Heartman told you all about the lake. How the attack that created it changed his life forever.
You did indeed.
Not only did he lose his family, he very nearly lost himself. For 21 minutes, he was in a state of cardiopulmonary arrest. Under normal circumstances, he would have died. Therapeutic hypothermia saved his life. But the 21 minutes he spent on the other side had a lasting effect on him. Perhaps due to the shock, his Doom's abilities seem to have increased. And now he takes every opportunity to walk the beach in search of his family.
Okay.
My apologies, Sam. You came all this way to visit me, yet I neglected to give you a proper farewell.
It's fine, don't worry.
Do be careful out there. As I mentioned before, this region is rich in memories of death and extinction. It should come as no surprise that BTs are sighted here more frequently.
Oh, so there's more BTs
Perhaps
around
you recall
here.
the models in my lab. Their designs were all based on eyewitness accounts. Though I suppose they must have struck you as strange, considering the many times you've come face to face with the real McCoy.
Okay, I got to say, I want to, if we can, cut a cord, just because it's something we haven't done. While we're on the way, so yeah, we're kind of planning to go this way, I think. It is telling us there is going to be more BTs around. My guess is this open area here. It's just an obvious place for BTs to be, isn't it? We did gain a mail from the craftsman. Let's have a quick look at what he says. He's one of the only ones we've got to 5-star. Him and the engineer, I believe, are both 5-star. How are things, Sam? Have you hit the coast yet? You can't be far off, I bet. You'll be pleased to hear that local ports are doing the best in your absence. And those thematic grenades you brought are making a huge difference. Speaking of all things thematic, though, we've received a report that suggests there are some BTs out there that aren't affected by your blood. Aren't affected by our blood. The BT in question glowed bright red, apparently. The poor porter ran into it barely to tell the tale. He brought plenty of hematic grenades with him that didn't seem to do the trick. As you can imagine, this is seriously concerning development. I mean, your blood was the only weapon we had against those things. What are we supposed to do now? Sure, they're bound to have some kind of vulnerability we can exploit, but how many of us are going to have to die finding out what that might be? Anyway, consider yourself warned, Sam. Be careful out there. So, there is a BT that is glowing red. And if it is glowing red, or bright red, we have got to stay away from it, because we cannot fight it. We do not have the means to take down. Our blood doesn't work. I'm glad I read that first, because that's a big warning. Right, we're going to be slow and careful over these little bumps here. Obviously, we have got a bomb on board. Cargo damaged by vibration. It's as simple as that to damage it. This is why we have to be careful. So even if we see BTs and have to run away, we've got to be so careful not to damage that bomb. So I'm taking it very carefully. Do not want that bomb to go off. No BTs as of yet. I thought we'd see some by now, to be honest. This was the open area that I was adamant there'd be BTs around. It doesn't seem to be. We're about to leave the chiral network shortly as well. And the first delivery isn't the bomb delivery either, so there's more further to go with the bomb on board. Right, we're heading up here. This is where we have trouble making the vehicle do what we want it to do up hills. Don't want to boost too much because obviously we've got a bomb on board. Come on, I need you to turn. Doesn't want to turn. Let's try turning sooner. Come on. Can't get it to turn the way I needed to. But antimatter bomb is damaged again. Yeah, I couldn't get it to turn any other way, so we've done some damage. BTs are nearby. I knew there would be somewhere. I've got a feeling we're going to see a bright red BT. The fact we've got the mail now, there's going to be a bright red BT here, isn't there? This might be the one we need to cut the cord off, to be honest.
Good to have you back. Couldn't have
Okay.
made it this far without you.
We know there's BTs here. Where are we in terms of our route plan? So they're all going to be in this area, aren't they? Okay. If we see a bright red one, we've got to not panic. That's the thing. And obviously our bomb has got damage on it. My other thinking is, where are they? What I'm going to quickly get out of the vehicle. What I'm going to do is open cargo menu. I'm going to put all this in the vehicle for a second. I'm going to go on foot for a second because I want to see where the ones we're looking for are. I want that. I think that's it. What my plan is to just scout ahead a little bit and see where these BTs are. I'm not going to go too far because obviously we lose deliveries if we travel too far, but I just want to see where these BTs are. I do want to try and cut a cord. My concern is there's a red one here. There we go, BT there. To be fair, it's not near the route we're going. I want to cut the cord though, but I can't really. Where's this umbilical cord? Can't really see its umbilical cord. Right, is that another BT over there? I'm trying to spot the cord to see if we can take one down that way. I don't know what that is. I don't think that's a cord, is it? Okay. This may go badly wrong or maybe a wrong decision, but taking that one down. Can't really see any cords of any more. Right, we know there's one up here. Obviously, if we make this safe for us to travel by vehicle, there's another one coming over there. We can make this area safe. It's just going to be a lot easier with that bomb on board as well. So there is another side to this. You know, we could just run through them and just drive quickly, but the downside to that is obviously we've got a bomb on board the vehicle. Well, this one's kind of investigating, isn't it? Can't really see the cord though. Cord's up in the air. So that's another one down. I wanted to cut the cord, but I just can't get close enough to do so. Right, there's another one further this way according to our Odirect. There. So I can't cut that cord. It's too close to the cord, isn't it? Was that 3 of them? I think we just took 3 out with 1 grenade. That's telling me there's 1 to our left. Maybe safe to drive, to be fair now. There it is. Again, I can't get to its cord though. I can't really see where the cord is. I think we're safe though for the minute. Yeah, I think we're good to drive. Taking a fair few, 3 or 4, maybe 5 of them down. Rather than push through as we have done previously, I just thought maybe a better idea to actually manually take them down. We'll drive a bit forward to get out of the vehicle and just check ahead. The truck is being damaged as well because it's out in the snow, which is obviously timeful. So there will be a point the truck will be no good unless we can get it fixed somewhere. Can we see damage on truck anywhere? I think if there is a way of looking. Yeah, durability 48%. That's actually really low. That's a bit of a concern because then we're going on foot. Okay, we know where them crystals are ahead of us is where we took out the last BT. We could have just drove through this, but again, we probably would have drove into the 3 that were here. Which is my concern. And why I thought we better get out and just check ourselves manually. Right, is that a red one? That's a red BT, so that BT there isn't affected by our blood. So that's one of the ones we cannot fight. So ideally, that's the one we want to cut the cord off. Oh, there's another one to our right as well. Okay, we're going to inch forward slowly here. So the red ones we cannot fight as we normally would. Like I said, I'd like to cut their cords, but I can't see the cords. So that one's coming towards us. Move a bit quicker. Oh, there's more here. So there's a cord I could have cut there. If I'd been clever about it. No! I'm in trouble. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Boost, boost, boost! Got away. Didn't want to boost because of the bomb, but I needed to just to get away there. Right, we've got away, but now we're in a whiteout, so we can't see anything. We are near to our destination, but this is where the markers kind of help to a degree, but I can't see rocks. And the point if I can't see rocks, that's damage. Okay, we are nearly there though. There is that bomb though isn't being delivered here. We've made it to Geologist, but that bomb is not being delivered, so we've still got more damage potentially to that bomb. Some of them are stuck in the snow. It does look like they are stuck in the snow, doesn't it? We were told though there would be more of them because of how things have happened here. I'm reversing just because I'm kind of getting stuck here. Right, we're here. We made it to 1. The problem is that vehicle still cannot be fixed. Even here. Am I too close? No vehicles, no, we should be fine. Right, let's quickly put that away. I think taking some of them out definitely helped, but we still got caught there. We could have been a bit more cautious, but the minute I saw the red BTs, knowing we can't hurt them, kind of made me think let's just move. Right, Geologist, let's deliver his cargo, then hopefully connect him to the network, and that's 1 done. And then we need to check the damage on the bomb. We need to make sure the damage isn't too bad. I don't even know how much longer the vehicle's going to work for, because the snow's badly affecting it. And when it's no good, no more vehicle.
Sam Bridges. Oh, thank God for that. I was worried you might not get here in time. But then I've done nothing but worry of late. I've been haunted by those visions you Doom sufferers see. That end-of-day stuff. I put the nightmares down to fatigue. The possibility of chiral contamination never even occurred to me. That It's just lucky we caught it before the suicidal stage.
Yeah, a little bit lucky.
It's not an option. My research is nowhere near complete. It's not just my life you're saving here. It's my life's work. I started to wonder if I'd ever see these meds. I guess you really are good at what you do. Huh?
Well, we try.
Thank you.
Well, it's one of the 2 deliveries done at least. Geologist now, hopefully it should be at least 1 star, which will connect it to the network. I'm concerned about the bomb damage. It's got to be less than 50%. Anything over that, I think, is when it becomes dangerous. But that's delivery to Geologist done. No damage, perfect. That should easily be 1 star. Distance is probably a little bit, not probably. I think our furthest distance travel was like 26,000 meters, but then we took a delivery and did loads of other stuff on the way, so delivery's distance doesn't really matter too much. Awesome delivery though. 1 star there, that's what we wanted. 2 stars. Oh, just short of 3 stars. Now this is where the road networks. We haven't seen any road pavers, so I wonder if this area can't be connected via road. Just because we haven't seen a road paver anywhere. So we've just hit grade 230 expert courier.
Oh, yes. Right then.
And then are we going to need materials to build our own way stations? Because that's going to be a lot of cargo. When he does that, you can see the claws on the gloves, the power gloves as well, which is quite cool. And Wolverine's claws, aren't they? We'll now see other people's structures and signs and things. I still think the map gets a bit too cluttered. I think there should be a limit to how many signs in each area and stuff. You can see now there's two places there not connected. There's one north area not connected and the collector. I don't know who is in the north. There's obviously some we haven't found yet up north. We'll have a black area there that's not connected. But the geologist has joined the UCA. And our climbing anchor, we can get a level 2 climbing anchor. We do always carry one with us. We've got an interview to read with the geologist as well. And now we see everyone else's structure. So there's a lot of BTs looking at that. The next journey is going to be interesting to say the least.
And just like that, I'm part of the UCA. With access to a treasure trove of historical research materials. Studying this fossil beach should be...
I was going to say, that kind of information be able to be passed along would be really helpful to everyone.
That's what it is. Honestly, though, I'm just excited I can finally share these findings with everyone. Can you believe I found chiral deposits in strata dating back 65.5 million years? Evidence of an ancient Death Stranding.
So they're going all in on this geologist Death Stranding event that killed the dinosaurs.
This stratum is proof of that. Look at this, Sam. Do you see that black fissure there? We believe this is the source of the Chiralian readings. In the distant past, earthquakes cause frictional melting along fault lines, producing layers of what is known as pseudotaculite. We call these layers fossil earthquakes.
Fossil earthquake, that's a new one.
The principle, our fissure here is what one might term a fossil beach. The presence of Chiralium in this of all strata cannot be a mere coincidence. It strongly suggests that beaches must have appeared during the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event. And not just then. The chiral network has recovered data suggesting that similar fossil beaches were discovered in strata corresponding to other extinction events too. That would seem to indicate the Big Five and all other major extinctions were accompanied by the appearance of beaches. In expanding the chiral network, you've helped us glimpse
so all 5 extinction events are linked
You've furthered our individual
with
research
Death Stranding then.
And ensured that it is only a matter of time before we recover all we have lost and solve every mystery that remains.
So if this isn't the first time this has happened to the world, then this means we can get through it essentially.
There's no telling what we might learn.
How we get through it and what survives is a different story, but in theory, we can get through it. Right, we've got an interview to have a quick read of the geologist. And then we'll have a quick look at orders. I don't think there'll be any we can do ourselves because of where we're heading next. But this will be an interview with the geologist. There's lots of detail. I think this is one of the big things I really enjoy, other than the time for seeing the physical damage to vehicles and containers and things and yourself, the amount of information that you could obviously skip all this and not read any of it, but it gives you so much detail in terms of story and backstory to what's happening. And I think it is useful to understanding it all. I can completely see why people don't get on with this because of the style of game it is, the slow pace, and the story is incredibly complicated if you don't keep an eye on things. But as long as you do, you can actually make sense of it quite easily. So, personal shelter. I remember it was just before I joined the expedition when I found those documents in Bridges HQ, research papers that predated the Death Stranding. People used to believe that dinosaurs had gone extinct at the end of the Cretaceous period 65 million years ago. When this fellow investigated various locations where late Cretaceous dino fossils had been found, he came to the startling conclusion there was hardly any evidence anywhere on Earth that supported the theory dinosaurs had survived until the end of the Cretaceous. In other words, almost all of them had been wiped out long before that. The only place where there were fossils that did support the traditional theory was here in North America, which suggested this was the last part of the Earth to have been inhabited by dinosaurs. Not everyone agreed with this analysis at the time, but let's say he had it right. That would mean that there was evidence of a mass extinction hidden here, right beneath our feet. Evidence which could prove invaluable in understanding the one on the horizon. Did the dinosaurs who happen to live here just get lucky? Or is there something special about this place that allowed them to survive? I'd love to get to the bottom of it, but I'm not sure I have what it takes. I'm not like Heartman. I don't have dooms or any other unique traits. Still, I want to make myself useful. I want to research the Stranding and help uncover the truth behind it. That's why I joined the expedition team after all. So definitely they believe that the dinosaurs and everything else are all linked to here. Right. My concern is the bomb, but we'll have a look at that in a second. Let's have a look at standard orders. I doubt there's anywhere we're going, but it's worth a quick check. So roboticist, Mountain Not City, and we've got Heartman Lab. Obviously, we're not going back there, so there's no point taking that yet. We can do 2 via the robots, but they're both 80-odd%. It's not worth doing. Trying to read that and make sure I can search the areas that have the yellow writing. Yeah, so we've got a lot of those we haven't managed to achieve yet. We've been to some areas and not seen it. There's one where near a waterfall it says about a glowing orb. We haven't found that. So that's something we've got to go back and have a look for. But yeah, the yellow stuff is important. Not always side missions though. The yellow writing is also telling you about the new weapon you've just got and a new bit of kit. It's not always side missions. But yeah, the yellow writing is important for general gameplay, but not for backstory, if that makes sense. So we can now do a climbing anchor level 2, which we always carry a climbing anchor on us, so we'll make one. Have I got a climbing anchor on me now? I have this one here. So this one we'll recycle in a second, as we've now got the level 1 one. No, there it's in the truck, isn't it? I need to move that to me then. There we go. So from now on we'll only make level 2 climbing anchors. What I also wanted to check, it won't show me the bomb because we can't recycle it, but in a minute we'll need to check bomb status and how much damage. Obviously everything gets damaged when it's outside, so hence why there's some damage on the climbing anchor. But we'll get rid of the level 1. Once you receive level 2 stuff and level 3, there's no point in carrying the level 1s anymore.
Delivering cargo.
There we go. I'm trying to carry minimal gear. The problem is I like to be over prepared, and I think that obviously has the issue where being over prepared can actually cause you issues. There's a power skeleton and floating carrier, both the skeletons damaged in the share locker there. I think we're good to go. As I say, my only concern is damage to the vehicle and how far we've got to go still. So, get the vehicle, we're going to check cargo now just to see damage on the bomb. And then we've got to work out where we're going. Because the next point of call, I think we're going to lose the vehicle sooner rather than later, which is going to be an issue. Although, saying that, we can actually fix it with the online safe house. And there is one behind us there. If that isn't too bad to go down and do, we may actually be able to save the vehicle, make our life a little bit easier. But first of all, let's actually check cargo. So that's the bomb. It is 39% damaged. That's not good. That's really high. Higher than I would like it to be. Yeah, that's not good. We may fail this. What I might do then is give it a save now. I need to get out of the vehicle to do so. Just so around and love you get desire to take off. Say I'm not going to stop now just after. Yeah, no, that's the thing, isn't it? You can keep going for ages. Right, we've got to get to there. Just trying to see the best route. There's no probably down here to be fair. But my concern is the bomb. I'm gonna get out of the vehicle and give it a save, mainly because I'm a bit concerned we're about to lose the bomb. And obviously we will start back at our last save point if that bomb explodes. That's the problem. But that is a lot of damage on the bomb, and we haven't got that far. Maybe carrying both deliveries together may not have been the right idea, but if we didn't, at this point, we need to go back and get the bomb. You know, it's good. Yeah, absolutely, when it hooks you in like that. So, our route, I'm thinking, if we can get the vehicle to the safe house, we can then fix the vehicle. From there, potentially, we head down here. Yeah, down here to around here. This is going to be a journey and a half, I'm sure. It's this last bit here. That's in a valley. I'm not sure we can get the vehicle down. Oh, actually, no. I don't know if we can. This bit we may have to do on foot. I don't think we're going to get the vehicle down there. So yeah, this bit may be done on foot, potentially. But we'll get to here at least, and then we'll see where we are. If we don't slip and fall, the bomb will last longer if you're on foot. Downside to on foot, it takes a lot longer, but also there's always a risk of damage if you fall. But I think safe house first. Give me a chance of trying to get in the vehicle. Can I get him? You're not going to give me the option? There we go. Safe house first, fix the vehicle. You can see the damage on the vehicle is pretty bad. And then we're going to try and get this bomb to where we want it to. My concern is any jolts now are really going to affect that bomb. But at least fixing the vehicle gives us half a hope of making it with the least damage. We shall see. Right, I think I need to get out here. So we can enter a private room. There we go. And now the vehicle will get fixed. As I say, we're probably going to have to leave it behind when we get near the paleontologist. I can't see us getting there with the vehicle. I can't see a route. There may be one, and we may spot it once we're closer. But according to the map, I think it's too sheltered, effectively. We will stop and have a quick shower. We did get in a fight not too long ago. Maybe worth having a shower. Truck's been repaired as well. Lure's been pacified. The only thing that we haven't managed to do is fix the bomb. Yeah, absolutely. Shower and warm up. So that's stamina recovered as well, effectively. Doesn't actually look like we need a shower. We're actually clean by the looks of things, so we'll ignore the showering then. Your structural. I didn't place a generator, did I? I do find it interesting where things actually start deteriorating. And if you don't do anything, if you go AFK in the restroom, Sam will actually point at what you need to do. He just pointed at the door because he knows there's nothing to do here. We need to go. I like the fact he does that. Are we going to get another BB memory now we're reconnecting as well? We only seem to get these when we rest. We are.
Take a look. This is what the world looked like hundreds of millions of years ago.
So BB's father, Clifford, was trying to teach him. I still can't get used to BB being called Lou.
Do you know what this is?
That's the moon, isn't it?
The moon. I'll show you the real thing soon. I promise.
I suppose that's the one bit that confuses me, is obviously we know the wife is sedated or dead or, you know, in a state of not being able to be effectively alive by the looks of things.
World will be used to explore.
Clifford obviously
Wherever
is
you
panicked as he's tried to run away with BB before. Obviously we've got the World War II and the World War I settings where he was trying to get BB back. There's something more to it though. I can't quite put my finger on just yet. I just had a thought, and I don't know if this will work. If I take... I just had a thought. If I take... I know we're still... Well, no matter what, this is going to be... If we carry that on our back, I do need to change one thing. Because that looks silly. I hate having a gap there. If we move that to hand for a second. So it's now flat. My thought just now was, if we carry that on our back, does it still get damaged in the vehicle? Obviously, once we drive the vehicle, it's then on us, effectively. If that makes sense. No, sorry. If we carry the bomb rather than storing it in the vehicle, and then does that mean it still takes damage in the vehicle when we're traveling? Although it will be in the vehicle as well. We'll be able to see if there is a difference. Mainly because obviously any damage that happens now is going to be really detrimental. 39% is high. And I think we've still got a decent way to travel yet. So my plan, my route, was to go down this next bit of hill over here. Obviously, if it doesn't come up and says any more damage, then we're laughing. We just carry it on us rather than on the vehicle itself. The vibrations do damage it. I do think it's better to take it with us now, rather than do 2 journeys. I think if 2 journeys would have taken forever, and also the BTs to fight. It's not taking damage. I wonder if carrying it on us rather than storing it in the vehicle... No, it is damaged. I spoke too soon. So it does get damaged, even though it's on us, although we are driving a vehicle, so obviously it's travelling in the vehicle with us, so it does take damage. I did wonder. See, we're not even driving over anything major and it's still getting damaged. And yet we hit rocks, it's going to be even worse. To the thought, what is the order in terms of how much damage can it take? Less than 40% damage. We're not going to get an awesome delivery. Because I guarantee we're over that now. Where are you? 43%. Yeah. So for an awesome delivery, it has to be under 40% damage. And we've been as careful as we possibly can. But every little vibration is causing damage. Doing this by foot, though, would have been horrendous. So I do think we've made the right choice. Right, my next marker is here. And that does not look like a fun route. I don't know at what point the bomb blows up, what percentage damage. My guess was anything over 50 was bad. More damage. Right, we want to be heading right here. There is a little gap over this way. Obviously, on a hill, turning the vehicle is tricky. I'll try to turn. You've got to really time your turn, essentially. Let it roll a little bit. Then just... No! That's not good. I have no control on the vehicle because we're on such a big slope. I've got less control of the vehicle. That damage on the bomb is getting bad. As long as we get there and it doesn't blow up on us, it's the mission complete. But we always try for an awesome delivery, and currently it's not happening. Yeah, we do bounce around. You can't avoid that though. That's the thing. If we were travelling on the carrier, maybe it would survive better on our back, actually walking. I do need to jump there. No. I don't even want to know how much damage it's just taken because of that. But if we were walking in this, we'd be constantly having to fix the container. Because the fallout from the snow would be damaging the container as well. So either way, there would be damage. Right, we're going to stop at the zip line over there and work out how close we are. And because I can't see a route down from the zip line on the map, but we'll know more once we're there ourselves. No BTs though, strangely. I was expecting some more. But as I say, I don't really want to look at damage at this point, because I think it's going to be really, really high. If we get there in one piece and don't blow up, I'll be very happy. Okay, that's a big old hill. Let's get to here and have a look. We may have to do the next bit on foot. It's all going to depend if there's a route down. So that does go down. Okay, we've got a mail from the geologist as well. So we're heading down here. That is possible. That does look like we could get down there with a bomb. We need to go this way, down here. It's going to be tight. And then, see, from here though, I don't think we can get a vehicle down. I think this bit here, I may be there though. I think we can do it. Again, downside is the bomb status. Let's have a quick look what the geologist has sent us though first. Chiral nightmares. Dear Sam, thanks to you, the chiral contamination is all cleared up. Nasty symptoms though. Dizziness, headaches, insomnia. First I was worried it was all down to my isolation in the shelter and the intense focus on my research for the past year. But it got real bad when the nightmares started. I saw the end of the world, a portal to the beach opening and BTs pouring through by the thousands. There was nowhere to run, no time, and they began scooping us up one by one, and then the void outs came, bigger and bigger until a massive one, or several massive ones, enveloped the whole world, and poof, just like that. When I told Heartman about it, he likened it to the visions of extinction doom sufferers tend to experience. Strange though, after all, we now have incontrovertible proof, I'm struggling with that word for some reason, that Chiral is far from the recent addition to the world. Anyway, that's a problem for a different day. The important thing is I'm cured, and it's all thanks to you. It might be a bit cold for BTs. There is that. We have seen them frozen in some sort of frozen animation. There is a chance. It's too cold. Okay, how is our bomb looking? I don't really want to know, but I don't need to check. Oh, 74% damage. So I'm guessing 100% it would explode. Anything under 100, we're okay. Just. Yeah, this is going to be tight. What I'm going to do, actually, I need to get out, don't I? I'm going to get out and save, because if we do get exploded going down this hill, we'll start back here, at the very least. Because you always load your previous save. So, saving when you're carrying a bomb is helpful. Just in case things go wrong. Our next port call is down that hill. There is a route for the vehicle, but this could be a massive error. Okay. We're going to take it slow and careful. More damage. I barely did anything and that damaged. Cargo almost ruined antimatter bomb. Yeah, I don't know I can get down there with the vehicle. Or can I? Yeah, vehicle might have been a mistake. I think we should have walked. Bomb's blown up. Yeah. So the antimatter bomb blew up. We can load our last save, which is the manual save we just made outside. This is why I made the manual save. I thought that could possibly happen. So I thought better off. So what we're going to do is grab all our stuff and go down by foot. The spray only fixes the container damage. And the container damage is only 1%. So it's only the container that will fix it. It won't fix the damage that's already there. Right, I will need to sort of gear out because I hate the gap. We have got a carrier, but I don't really want to... Do I want to put the bomb in the carrier? That actually might not be a bad shout. I wonder if carrying the bomb on the carrier may be better for us. Carrier tends to float. So there is a chance that may be a good option. But yeah, the spray only fixes the container, which will now be getting damaged in the snow. But it's only the container. So the damage done internally to it doesn't do anything. Right, if we connect to the carrier, and then we do cargo menu. My plan is to put the bomb on its own on there. 74% damage, 4% container damage. I'm hoping because it's floating, it may avoid damage if we fall. I don't know because I haven't seen other stuff get damaged when it goes over rocks and things. We'll tie it down as well just to be sure. Because it floats, we'll see. We'll have to see how this goes, but this may be the best option. Why is it not floating? It's in the snow. It normally floats. See how we go. So far, so good. Better than what we did in the vehicle, at the very least. I wouldn't have liked to do this all the way on foot. I think that would have been a mistake. So far, so good. I still think we're going to need to rope climb down. Maybe. I need to grip hit. We have got the all-terrain skeleton on. For this very reason, I knew the terrain here would be tricky. Luckily, no BTs. Okay. We're nearly at the point of where we need to go down. I think. No, we're still okay. But yeah, no damage. So that carrier is floating slightly above the ground and not getting any damage. The only thing that will be damaged is the container, which we have got to spray if we need to. It will warn us though when it's close. And obviously we're using Chiral. The snow's very deep, isn't it? But that could be why it's not floating, yeah. Good point. Okay, I don't know if we can walk down here. It's grass by the looks of things. I thought we'd needed to anchor down, but we don't. This is a little bit steep though. Take it a bit slowly. We're not going to get an awesome because obviously the damage to the bomb already. The 70% when it's traveling the vehicle. We could have done this by foot, but like I say, it would have taken forever. But we've made it with the bomb. My other issue is that from when we leave here, I don't know how far we're going to go for the next one. Why is that a veteran port over there? Right, let's hand the bomb in though. We are here. We have finally made it with the bomb. We failed once because we tried to take it all the way and obviously the vehicle bounced too much. But we've delivered the antimatter bomb. It isn't, it's damaged too much to get us an awesome delivery, but it should be enough still to obtain 1 star, which will add this person to the network, which is what we need to do.
Much appreciated, friend.
Still be in fantastic condition. We could have done carrier from the start, but I would have in those container sprays. I think it would have been horrendous.
Or did you just get lucky? It's clear you and the landscape got pretty well acquainted.
I like the fact that when you do no damage, they're like amazed you got it, they have no damage. When you have quite a significant amount of damage, like 74%, their reaction is completely different. I like the fact that it does change. Okay. Delivery routes will be quite a distance because we actually took it from Heartman's lab. So you could do this in 2 stages. You could do the first one to the paleontologist, go back to Heartman, and then go all the way to this one. But I think that'll take forever. Only a C. We've unlocked the sound data for patients. Lisa gives us a star. We did 1 star, 2 star, 2 and a bit. I do prefer awesome ratings, to be fair, but it is what it is. It's a bomb at the end of the day. We were as careful as we possibly could be in the snowy conditions. So we're going to gain 1 rank there. So we're going to go up to a 231 grade expert courier.
You can set up the chiral network while I work.
His blind as frost bit on his eyes. I'm just happy we made it. You know, trial and error. So from here we should be given the next delivery to go to the 3rd person before we build our own way station. I think. And depending where it is, we're out of vehicle. unless it's back to where the vehicle is. So new strand established by putting this one on the network. Paleontologist has now joined the UCA. Oxygen mask. Okay. I'll have to have a look what that does. Hematic grenades level 2. Very good. Interview with the paleontologist as well. So there's an area to the right that's not connected. We know there's one north and there's one to the east. We can see all the signs now.
Anyway, as it turns out, Sam Bridges, I have a favor to ask.
What a surprise.
A local porter was on his way here with something very valuable.
Oh, okay. So this isn't what we was originally thinking we was going to be doing.
200-million-year-old ammonite, which
We're going to go and retrieve something by the sounds of it.
Almost as if it were still alive.
And we're on foot for the time being.
Lost it in a boulder field which had previously been hidden beneath a glacier, but that's not the half of it. The man claims this ammonite has an umbilical cord.
What?
An umbilical cord. Color me skeptical, but
Ammonite with an umbilical cord.
And I wasn't about to leave such delicate work to an amateur. So I asked him to carve out the whole surrounding chunk of rock and bring it here to me.
It's going to be heavy, isn't it?
Actually, I wanted to compare it with contemporary specimens in the vicinity, which is why I had him excavate a number of those in addition to the one he told me about. But what does a dumb fuck go and do? He loses the whole shipment.
Does he now?
Didn't even have the good sense to mark which container had the ammonite with the umbilical cord.
Yeah, I don't understand the oxygen mask.
Lost in the area to the southwest.
All I can think is it preserves
have a tendency to build up.
stamina.
Old Mr. Reliable
Maybe.
claims his cargo scanner is broken, and there's no way he can recover the shipment.
So we've got to go and recover the shipment.
You could track it down.
That's what I want to track.
You against the fumes, I'll provide you with an oxygen.
No, okay, so it gives the fumes.
You can pick it up when you accept the order.
So there is a reason for the oxygen mask. It's for the mission.
Represent an epical discovery. While there are examples of viviparous
Supposedly there are fumes.
An ammonite with an umbilical cord is unheard of. And if it is indeed 200 million years old, it would also correspond with the end Triassic extinction. Another one of the big five.
Fact he's got an umbilical cord is weird.
To the beach. We must recover that cargo at all costs.
So that's our next port of call, is to recover that cargo.
Mechanisms underpinning the Death Stranding. We're so close. So very, very close to grasping the true nature of the phenomenon. Hurry, Sam. We cannot risk that ammonite being lost.
Right, we know what we've got to do next then.
New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
So we've got to change some gear. We're going to have to get rid of some gear as well. This is going to be heavy. Luckily, carrier will help us. Let's have a quick look at what this oxygen mask is. Obviously, we can replace all our level 2 hematics as well.
Huh? Good idea. It'll filtrate the air and keep you breathing normally. In addition to protecting you from toxic gases, it'll also help to reduce fatigue from strenuous activity, making it easier to keep your balance. If it didn't have a limited battery life, I'd tell you to keep it on the whole time.
Okay, so don't work all the time. So we're going to need to take one with us, but we won't put it on until we need to. Has a hood attached. It provides oxygen when equipped, as long as there is battery power. It drains battery, slows the railway stamina is drained, and poisonous gases such as VOG. VOG is emitted from bombs and stuff, and I think where this cargo is, potentially there is VOG, hence why you need one. So while we're here, we're going to quickly fabricate a mask. I think it's handy to take one. I think one's enough. Or do we want a spare? I am thinking 2 just because of a spare. Hematic grenades, level 2. They have 10 ammunition per grenade per box this time. Normal hematic level 1s only have 5. So you're doubling the amount of grenades. We'll take some of them as well. I don't think I can take a vehicle here though. And we're going to we are going to get rid of the hematic grenades we currently have. I'm going to put both of them on our shoulders, to be fair. Climbing anchor, where are you gone now? Cool. Floating carrier's next to us. Where's my climbing anchor? Has it gone on top? It has. I never understood why. So you can see the ones in the bottom here. I don't understand why I can't put other things in there. Normally that list is longer. Okay, we're going to quickly recycle our basic hematic grenades, the level 1s. As I say, they only have 5 ammunition, the new level 2s have 10. So a big difference, essentially. Is it just the one we have? Oh, there's not one there. It's two. I think that's both. That's the only ones we've got, isn't it? Oh, we've got a level 1 on our tool. Why is that on our tool rack? Why is the gun not there? We'll take that as well. And we've got one in our pouch. Okay, we'll recycle all 4 of those. Let's recycle those. We do need to sort gear out. We can put one of the grenades in the thing. As I said before, you can yeah, it helps with stamina and balance, so it is useful. VOG is going to be the important thing. I'm guessing we're going to see some clouds of VOG at some point. Thanks for the like, followers, much appreciated. Yeah, we can put one of the automatic grenades in our grenade pouch, save us some space. These fossils are going to be heavy. I know we can't make a vehicle. Yeah, we can't. A carrier, though, can carry a decent amount of weight. What was I thinking? An extra container repair spray was what am I thinking. I think we're on foot for the time being. Unless we're heading back towards the truck, which I doubt we are. So we want an extra container repair spray, I think. Okay. That should be on our tool rack for a start. And then I'm going to put the EX grenade actually in our grenade pouch. Right, we're good to go. I know you can sort your gear out by pressing triangle. I don't want to do it. I like the fact I can do it myself. Okay, we know what we're going to do. We're going to recover the ammonites. It's quite a distance, but again, like I say, we've got no vehicle. There's no way. You can actually see a little sign there that looks like there's VOG around, hence why we need the mask. We have made 2, so we've got a spare one as well, just in case. I don't know how much damage they take. But yeah, we've got to go and recover the ammonites. 63 kilograms isn't as heavy as I expected, to be fair. It's the VOG that's concerning. But yeah, we're on foot. We can't get the vehicle down here, so there's no point even trying. We're on foot for the time being, but there shouldn't be any snow looking at that. So we should be free of the snow at the very least. Let's listen to the briefing.
We need you to track down some cargo that was lost en route and deliver it to our paleontologist friend. As you know, this shipment contained a 200 million year old ammonite, which looked almost alive, if the finder's account is to be believed. I won't even comment on the part about it having an umbilical cord. Look, maybe he's right, maybe he's wrong, but it merits further investigation regardless. Make sure you collect the entire shipment so that we don't miss anything by mistake. It's more work, but it's also the only way to make sure we recover that ammonite. So
normally when you recover stuff like this, you only need to get one of the containers. We always try and get the maximum amount. We got 3 out of 6 guns at one point, sticky guns. I think it was because we ran people over and ruined them. Normally, though, 1 is enough. This time we have to get all 5. And it even says there, cargo collection from the VOG. Watch out for the toxic gas known as VOG in the area from which the cargo must be collected. Hence the mask. Right. It'll be the first. We've seen VOG before. To be fair, we've avoided it, but we have seen it. Why have I got 2 anchors? Oh, I need to replace our... No, why have I got... Oh, 2 in storage, I think that means there. I wonder if it's given us 1, essentially. Oxygen mask. Oh, it's given us a mask. I've got 3 of them. We made 1, didn't we? So the cargo shelf has supplies on it if we want to use them. We've already got 2 ladders on us, and we have a level 2 climbing anchor. Yep. We now got 3 oxygen masks. Better to be over-prepared than under-prepared. We'll see if we need all 3. If 1 doesn't get damaged, 1 in the VOG, then we'll end up having one on us from now on. Kind of adding it to our list of stuff we always carry. Okay, we're going to detach and then pick up. And then I've got to quickly sort out gear because I hate having that on the top. So if we swap that. So that's what the mask looks like. We're not putting it on now. We don't need to put it on now. It will drain our battery. So we'll hold off for the time being. But I'm just moving it just so I can flatten our back. 3 is definitely overkill, but we'll see how we go. Right. So what we need to do is just head down here. There's a ladder there. That's the warning us about the VOG. And then in this area should be 5 containers, essentially, we're looking for. There is a safe house we can stop at if we wanted to as well. I don't know how you see VOG. Essentially, like, will it just be visible or will it just warn us that it's there? I can't quite remember. There's some amount of special alloys sat there, though. Obviously, carrying that's going to put a huge strain on us. But what do we? I don't know if we need them or not. To be fair, there's no oxygen mask over there. Maybe making them was pointless because we can finding them all over the place.
Sam's your man.
Sam's now talking to himself.
There we go.
Right, I still can't see the VOG. I'm guessing it will warn us when we start taking damage. Okay, so we can see. That veteran porter seems a bit weird. This is a person. So, okay, I think we can see the VOG now. We can just see the smoke coming up. So we are heading down there to pick up these containers. Quite an open area, really, isn't it? Sam's battery's fully charged. Cool. There is a paleontologist collection up there, which is who we're going back to, isn't it? I'm not... Yeah. Might be worth picking that up then. Because it means we will... we'll gain more likes from the paleontologist if we collect that. So we'll quickly go and grab that before we head down into there. I wanted to see what this was. This says veteran porter, but I don't know... medication, but we haven't seen a veteran porter, have we? I don't know where the veteran porter is. If we look at our map, I'm pretty sure we haven't met one. Yeah, I'm adamant we haven't met a veteran porter, to be fair. But then we have got a blank area there, we don't know who that is. There wasn't a mission to actually unlock that one. We know that's the collector. There's also one here, something we don't know about yet. So... there's another one there as well. There's a few little areas that makes me think there's still more people to add. I'm going to leave it for the time being because we don't know where it's going to go to. I want the paleontologist one because that will increase our likes. With the paleontologist, I don't know how easy it's going to be to come back here in the future. And if we do decide to go for platinum, I would guess already without looking at trophies that there will be one for 5-starring every single person. Guaranteed. So we may as well grab it while we're here anyway. So it's quite weird that we're now in a grassy area considering for ages we've been in the snow. It's quite weird to then go somewhere like this that's not snowy. I need to move. To be fair, I don't need to move that. I need to put the... I'm going to put the oxygen mask on. We're about to head down anyway, so we might as well put it on now. Got to keep an eye on our battery. Because when our battery starts draining, we're going to be in trouble. Got to find the best way down as well. We have got a climbing anchor, but there is other ones people have placed. I don't like using other people's stuff because we don't actually get a chance to use our own a lot of the time. Going a little bit too fast down the hill there. Yeah, we don't get to place our own stuff because we use everyone else's. So, I kind of think we just use our own stuff from now on and just try and do it our way. But yeah, we're heading down. That's the VOG. You can see it down there. Someone's got a motorbike stuck over there by the looks of things. I won't be using that. But yeah, I think we'll place our own ground anchor. I kind of want to use our own stuff because we're not building anything. Because there's always other people's stuff around to use. So I'd like to be able to use our own stuff. Right, we're abseiling. My only concern, I would say, I've just had a thought, actually, is this is going to weigh a decent amount. If our gear is too high, we can't collect it all. Carrying it up on the carrier is a pain in the bottom, by far. Thanks for the like, but it was much appreciated. And if you're too far away from it in a carrier, it will snap and drop down. Before we go down here, going to release the... I'm just going to leave my carrier and a few bits up here, I think. Let's drop our carrier. I'm just thinking ahead. If we can't get up here with everything, we're going to have an issue. So, there's a carrier. If I now do cargo, I should be able to move it to it. And if I can... Let's see if I can move stuff to it for a start. Why is the climbing anchor on our tool thing? Load on the carrier, okay. Oh wow, so when we use a climbing anchor like we just did, we have 4 of them, of 5. So normally one climbing anchor is one climbing anchor, but it seems a pack of climbing anchors is 5. Whereas I thought before there was only 1 at a time. Okay, I'm going to leave some stuff up here. So things like my riot shotgun, bolo gun, PCC, even the lost cargo here. I'm going to take repair spray because I don't know what the VOG does to the cargo containers. So I think we should take those just in case. Star is getting them to need 5-star. No, carrier won't come back up. That's the thing, isn't it? Yeah, I haven't been back to the first area since we left. I didn't know we was going to leave when we left. That was the thing. We need to take the spare masks. We don't know what they're going to be like. We can always attach those to our hips if needed to reduce our cargo. So that's all on there. I think we should have the height now to be okay. My carrier won't be attached, so we're not taking it with us. But I wanted stuff on it just to save us. Right, grab rope. Carrier isn't attached, so I just don't want to knock it off accidentally. Right, let's abseil down. Keep an eye on our battery level on that left-hand side as well, because obviously that's an issue. Your consciousness gauge will be depleted. Right, we need to be quick here, because our consciousness gauge will be depleted. Although the oxygen mask does protect us. But yeah, I thought we're using our own rope and stuff is just better than using other people's, mainly because we're not really putting our own stuff down anymore. Because there's always someone else's stuff nearby. So I'd rather use my own if possible. Right, is there anything else special to pick up in here? Mountain nuts, chemicals, anything over that way? No. Okay. That's an old container of repair spray. We're done. Let's get out of here. Battery's half depleted, but we're good to go. I wanted to see if there was a chip anywhere or anything like that was my thinking. Start climbing up. Does have an issue sometimes trying to climb, I've noticed. Come on. There we go, we made it. Release rope. I think what I'm going to do is just connect to the carrier. And that's everything back, we'll go everything on us again. We're going to take the oxygen mask off because obviously that is draining our battery and we don't want that. I think leaving that stuff on the carrier was the best option. I don't think we would have carried it all otherwise. I don't think we needed 3 oxygen masks though. Oh yeah, we need to tie it down. Good shout. Good shout. I generally always do, to be fair, but yeah, I hadn't that time. Just going to quickly tie everything down on the cargo container just in case. We may have room on us to carry it ourselves, but on the off chance we don't, I think that's the best option. But yeah, I wonder if there'd be a chip somewhere to pick up, but I can't see one as it stands. Right, we're going to head back to the paleontologist. And we can go and give him what he wanted. And that is job done, and then I'm assuming he'll give us a location of our next place to go and add. The way of the cargo coming up. Oh, could be why he struggled a little bit, to be fair. Yeah, that's not a bad shout. I wonder if the safe house we could call our vehicle, because we're going to be on foot now for a while, unless vehicle shows up nearby. I don't mind being on foot. It's quite weird considering we've used the vehicle so much once we had access to them. Being on foot's just a bit different. But yeah, normally with your ropes that you put down, climbing anchors, I think normally, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you use one and it's gone. Now we get 5. So just carrying one on us is all we need. And we have got the extra delivery to make here from the lost cargo as well, which will also add a little bit more to our score. Don't fall over. I do run a bit too quickly at times, and that's hence why I'm falling over like that. Let's go. Deliver requested cargo. And we've also got the emergency gas fuel as well for 54 likes. That's predicted, but it should be in decent condition. Obviously, using the carrier does drain chiral crystals, but actually, I've never really noticed too much of a drain. I would assume the bigger the weight on the carrier, the more the drain. Never really had that issue, to be fair.
You found it.
As long as you're finding chiral crystals and collect them occasionally, generally a carrier works perfectly.
It really is immaculately preserved. Uncannily, even.
Okay, that is complete. The ammonites, all 5 should have been collected, unless I missed one, but I don't think I did. There we go. We may even get the 3 stars with this, I think. Shouldn't have been. I don't think distance was that far. Not subject to evaluation anyway, but it won't be too far. I am wondering whether eventually there'll be roads. I haven't seen a paver this side of the mountains though, strangely. We've got some interviews to have a look at. Neanderthals are not extinct, Hartman's theory of evolution, and umbilical cords in Devonian era fossils. We already had 2 stars before this. Just over 2 stars. I was hoping for the 3rd. Oh, you thought we might get 2 in total, do you think? Dark Ron, good morning, how are you? You've no roads at all. Oh, okay, interesting. I was looking at what roads we could be building to make this journey a bit easier in future, but not possible then by the looks of things. And this was the lost cargo we picked up. We may just make this 3rd star, but maybe not. No, we didn't. So we gained a bit more on that 3rd star, but not quite enough for a whole one. And our bot also made a delivery to Lake Knot City, which will give this up a little bit more close to that 5-star connection. This is why we send the bots out, because it is still helping get towards the star rating in all different places. It is definitely worth using. The best we've seen a bot do, though, is an A delivery. But it all adds up. Okay, are we going to gain a rank or anything here? I don't think we will, to be fair. Oh, we did. Delivery volume. I didn't think we would there, to be fair. So we're now a grade 232 expert courier in 44 hours.
Thanks for bringing in that lost shipment, Sam. And yes, it did indeed include an ammonite with a bona fide umbilical cord.
How has it got an umbilical cord?
I sent some images and a preliminary analysis
That's
to
bad.
Heartman via the network. Interestingly, it seems the surrounding strata contain traces of tar, which lines up with one of his theories. Anyway, I know you only just brought this ammonite here, but
what?
I'd like you to deliver it to a colleague.
Okay, so this is the last place we need to go to out of the 3 Heartman told us about.
Taken an interest in the tar.
We've got to take that ammonite to someone else.
This particular specimen.
I'm assuming we're only taking the 1 ammonite, not all of them.
Quite remarkable. And that's to your credit. To clarify, she has been studying how the tar may have influenced the development of various organisms. Accordingly, I would ask that you also recover the tar collectors deployed near her shelter and deliver them along with the ammonite. It would be too dangerous for her to attempt to retrieve them herself, which is why we must impose upon you.
Yeah, that's to be expected.
Research, we may yet inch closer.
Not really sure which direction she's going to be in. That's anything.
We've already made so much progress with the data recovered by the network. With your continued help, I know we can accomplish even more.
Good work. New order available.
Okay.
Please access delivery terminal or further.
Actually, before we do this, we've got a few things to look at and we've just gained interviews and things. So let's have a look at those first, and then we'll give it a save as well. So we gained, I think it was 4 interviews. I think 1 will be paleontologist. I know, yeah. So Neanderthals are not extinct. This is from Heartman. He wrote this 3 years ago as well. Both Neanderthals and Homo sapiens are believed to share a common ancestor in the form of Homo heidelbergensis. I've no idea how they say that, but there are clear differences between the two. Neanderthals are brutish and brawny, well equipped to hunt larger animals and survive in colder climates, whereas Homo sapiens were slender-limbed and only capable of hunting smaller prey. But as millennia passed, Homo sapiens learned to create tools and hunt in packs. The Neanderthals, who actually had larger brains than the Homo sapiens, also fashioned tools of their own, but these were crude in comparison and developed little over 200,000 years. Perhaps because these simple-minded beings favoured small family units, so that even if a breakthrough occurred, it was unlikely to be shared with others. This isolation, more than any other factor, seems to have led to their decline. Homo sapiens, meanwhile, conceived religion with which large numbers of individuals could be bound together in service to a common cause. Strength in numbers also made their communities more resistant to famine and other calamities. In other words, Homo sapiens grew stronger through interpersonal connections by creating what could be called society. If we persist in our divided state, we risk losing this hard-won unity, dooming ourselves to Neanderthals' fate. We'll dwindle and die apart and alone, but history holds another intriguing lesson. Homo sapiens did not disdain Neanderthals. The two species even intermingled on occasion. Our DNA retains vestiges of our ancient cousins even now. So you see, while the species itself may disappear, its genetic legacy may yet endure. And now we have Heartman's theory of evolution. Obviously, we know yellow writing generally means mission or new equipment. It's important. Anything that's yellow is important. This from a year ago. The evolution of life on Earth could be described as the evolution of consciousness. When the first vertebrates clambered out of the oceans and onto land, their consciousness expanded to possess the new realm that they lay before them. But their development did not end there. Their eyes moved from their flanks to their fronts, that they might comprehend the depth of the world. Mammals formed groups, increasing their chance of survival. Eventually they came together in communities, and then larger societies. In order to preserve and maintain these structures, humans developed a perception of time. In order for societies to outlast the lifespan of the individual, we conceived an afterlife, and a future beyond ourselves. Alas, Death Stranding threatens to undo all our progress. Consider the chiral network, which incorporates the beach, where time does not exist, or consider Timefall, which rapidly accelerates the degradation of that which it comes into contact with. How can our sense of time, honed over millions of years, remain intact when we must cope with such irrational phenomena? Yet that is but the tip of the proverbial iceberg. We are growing apart, retreating into isolation, gradually losing our place within society. I would even go as far to say our conceptions of reality are under threat. How could they not be, when our eyes deny the invisible BT that stands before us? The strangling has warped our consciousness in every sense. If the evolution of life on Earth is indeed akin to the evolution of consciousness, then what is happening now is undeniably a regression, is it not? There is one caveat, of course. Some of us are now far more aware of death than we were ever before. That is what Dooms has given us. For me, therefore, Dooms is not merely a biological change. I prefer to think of it as the means by which I've achieved a new form of consciousness. Furthermore, I hope and believe that this new awareness of the other side is humanity's trump card as we seek to defeat Death Stranding. So the yellow stuff there wasn't really a mission or anything. It was more giving us more information that the more we retreat into isolation, the more likely we are to not survive. 3 months ago, umbilical cords in Devonian-era fossils. An article from an old scientific journal was recently brought to my attention. It predates the Death Stranding concerning the discovery of the 380 million-year-old fossil, one from the Devonian era, to give the period its proper name. It was a fossil of a fish, and in its womb was a child connected to its mother by an umbilical cord, no less. The species. Matapices attenborough. David Attenborough. I think that's a little nod there to David Attenborough, isn't it? It's a placoderm, an extinct class of armoured marine creatures that used to live in the seas the world over. Unfortunately, most of these were wiped out during the Devonian era, right around the time of the second of the Big Five, in fact. As you may be aware, one of the key foci of my research is the link between creatures with umbilical cords and mass extinctions. Once this area is connected to the chiral network, it is my hope that we'll be able to piece together more data, help us learn more about the link between umbilical cords and the Death Stranding. That reminds me, we still need a kind of umbilical cord for the first time. Gotta happen. Although we did it, didn't we, with Mama, but wasn't really proper. Wasn't out in the wild. Interview with the paleontologist. Last thing we need to read, and then we can carry on. This is from 1 year ago, so not too far back. In the period since the very first forms of life arose here on Earth, the planet has witnessed a number of mass extinctions. And as you're no doubt aware, the most significant of these are known as the Big Five. The first marked the end of the Ordovician period, while the next at the end of the Devonian period, wiped out almost all marine life. But the third of these extinctions, the end of the Permian period around 250 million years ago, was even worse. 96% of all marine organisms and 70% of land organisms died as a result. The fourth extinction finished off the large reptiles, though the dinosaurs managed to hold on until the fifth came along, the end of the Cretaceous period, 65 million years ago. We humans are evolved from the small mammals which may survive that particular catastrophe. Each of these five extinctions resulted from enormous changes to the natural environment. Species which were unable to adapt to these changes perished, while those which were ideally situated to evolve and thrive did just that. Evidence from records which predate the Death Stranding indicate that many scholars believe the sixth massive extinction was on its way, or that it may have already begun. So, in real life, they currently reckon there is a current mass extinction phase ongoing and has been for years because of the amount of animals that are being made extinct through loads of different means, from stuff we do, deforestation, stuff like that, but also from temperature changes, their natural habitat changes, lack of food, that kind of stuff. So some of it's natural, some of it's we've caused. But they currently believe the sixth extinction phase is currently ongoing for us anyway. So interesting they're talking about it here as well. There was something of a consensus regarding its cause as well. Humanity's destruction of the environment. They've kind of added this in. I kind of get where they're going now. This led them to sound the alarm, warning the world of what was at stake. At the time, the greatest minds of the era believed that if the ecosystem could be preserved, and if humanity could learn to live in harmony with nature, then a future could be secured for all the world's species, humans included. But that was then, and this is now. If the phenomenon we are currently experiencing is indeed the sixth extinction, then it must be acknowledged that humanity is its main target. Is this divine punishment for our misdeeds? If so, then I suppose there is little that can be done. Perhaps there is no way forward for humanity now. Nevertheless, I refuse to give up. I will endeavour to find hope in our predicament. So we've kind of had a nod here to David Attenborough. One of the previous things we read, there was a nod to him. And then we've also had what's going on in the real world now with the climate change, whether you believe climate change is real or not, but also you've got environmental issues, we've got man-made issues. So it's kind of adding to that more than anything else, by the looks of that. Interesting nonetheless, so that's why they think the Death Stranding is a sixth extinction phase, whereas we believe we're currently going through that now. Okay, so we're going to quickly chuck some of these masks in our locker because we don't need them. We only need to carry one on us. Let's just check damage. See, there's no damage to it, even though we used it. So two of those. No, in fact, let's not put them in a private locker. I'm going to stick them in the share locker, mainly because I don't normally put that much in it. But I'll put both the oxygen masks to save someone else having to make them out of the resources that are here. I'm nice like that. Yes. Right, let's see what this order is then. We've got orders for the bots as well. Let's check the bot orders first. Anything under 50%, I'll send them out. Over that, we won't. Yeah, I just did chuck in a save just now. Just because you never know. What do we got here? So that's 97%, 75, 79. Can't do a bot delivery then. Right, let's listen to the briefing. We've got to take a tar extraction device and ammonite delivery. Not that heavy, to be fair. Cargo collection. Oh, we've got to collect it as well. Hang on. So we're going to take the ammonite we've currently just given to the paleontologist. Then we need to go and collect something from the tar from the BT area as well. By the looks of things. Let's have a listen.
You won't find what the Evo-Devo Biologist needs there, Sam. Afraid you'll just have to collect the tar yourself.
We've got to go and get a tar sample.
She initially deployed equipment for this very purpose near a BT hotspot. But after the weather took a turn for the worse, retrieving samples herself ceased to be an option. So it's up to you now to track down.
I can understand now why we're on foot.
Do what she couldn't. Oh, and one more thing. Don't forget to bring her that ammonite the paleontologist gave you.
Yeah.
Proceed with the utmost caution, Sam. There's a lot of ways this could
Looks
go
like we're going to
wrong.
be dealing with some BTs. We may get this cut done on the umbilical cord. We haven't quite managed. So we need to collect 4 containers of tar extraction devices and also take the ammonite with us. That seems to be... Oh, we've got to take all 5 containers. Hang on. Can deliver a container of ammonites. Oh, okay, and 4 containers of tar. No, it's fine. I was going to say, if we're taking all the ammonites with us now, what was the point? That's not too bad, really, to be fair. We don't need anything new, I'm pretty sure. So the ammonite we're carrying can go on our back, so nice and easy. They've given us a container a spray as well we can use. But I think we should be fine. We've got an anchor, we've got 2 ladders in case we need to. We've got 2 sprays anyway. It's going to do anyway. We've got hematic grenades level 2. I thought they said they were 10s. They're only in 5s. I thought they were 10s. And we've got the EX grenades if we need them, plus assault rifle and... Hang on, where's my other guns? Oh, they're still in my... down here, aren't they? I wondered where they were. Let's move them back to our back for the minute. I can't... Can I grab the... I can't do the container. I can. There. We may have to put the carrier back out again when we get to the... Trying to do too many things, not concentrating. So my phone was ringing as well, and I was thinking, how's that? Yeah, when we get to the tar extraction point, we may have to put the carrier back out for that. But I think we're set. We've still got a good 35 minutes of the stream left, so there's plenty of time to try and get this done. What I'm going to quickly check before we leave. Standard orders, is there any we can take? Because not all of these show up when you first look. We're not going back to geologist, are we? There is one to collect and return. Samples of ancient bacteria stolen by terrorists. It is where we're heading, but I don't think we're coming back this way. Annoyingly, otherwise I would take it. Like, normally there isn't an order for where you're heading when you first head that way. Our battery's really low. How do we recharge battery? I know we can drink Bridges drink, but that's stamina, isn't it? Stamina is shown. BB's there. Our stamina's there. It's our battery that's low. I don't think I can... I think we need to rest, don't we, to recharge battery? I don't know if there's another way of recharging it. If there is, I don't know offhand which way to do it. We could quickly rest over here in this shelter that someone's built, to be fair. We should recheck where we're heading, shouldn't we? So we're going to head... Oh, we are heading back through the snow as well here. So we kind of need to head this kind of area where we got the fossils from. We're now there. Yeah, so we need to head down here. And then... might as well go up that way, to be fair. To the post box. Post box, and then through. Collect our tar. And then from there we're heading... Why can't I see where we're heading after that? Someone going to show me the Evo-Devo Biologist, is it, until we're actually collecting the tar. I think they're around here somewhere in the snow bit. But they're not actually showing up until we've got the actual thing. I'm concerned about battery. We should really recharge it. Don't need the oxygen mask. I don't really know any other way of fixing battery other than resting. So if we quickly enter a private room here... Oh, a generator will do battery, won't it? Didn't think of that. I didn't think of that, actually. Generator will do our battery. I've always thought of them as vehicle rechargers, but actually... Yeah. I skipped the rest bit there, mainly because it's just us laying down. I think we probably turned it to nighttime annoyingly as well, which was probably not something we wanted to actually have happen. Right, we're going to leave straight away. We don't need to stay here. It was just about wanting to recharge battery. I don't know if it's worked. Otherwise, we'll just see the final generator. I didn't even think the generator, to be fair. It's not night time. I thought it would be. Is that our battery recharged? Yes. It did work. It did what we needed. Battery recharged. So it did what we needed it to do. Okay. So our markers are there. So we're heading up into that snowy bit there. And then we're heading over. I think over the hill, to be fair. See where my marker is in a minute. But we are going to go to a BT area. I'm hoping we can cut a cord for the first time. And level 2 hematic grenades. We should be fine. Unless they're red BTs. If they're red BTs, we can't take them down with blood. Which means cutting cords would be very, very good. If possible. Okay. Into the snow we go. We'll double check journey where we're heading in a second. Back into the snow. We weren't out of the snow for very long, were we? So from here we're heading to the left. We are going to get through the snow fairly quickly. Rough going. There's BTs up here supposedly. But yeah, we're heading for that gap there for the post box that someone's placed. This gap to our left. Anything around? I have been picking the insects up that you can eat, but we actually barely eat them, to be fair. Although I do try and pick them up occasionally. Okay. It would be useful to have a vehicle for this, but it's just a little bit slower going if you're on foot, essentially, but not too bad. Out of the snow, back into the grass again, though, and then back up there into the snow once more. So that's the route we're going, isn't it? Over there, over this ridge coming up. Yeah. Doesn't take as long. I remember at the start of the game when you first went out, you were kind of more nervous, more cautious. Now we're definitely not as cautious as we were. So although on foot does take longer than using the vehicle, it's not that bad, not really. It's more the timefall that affects you more than anything else, and the big snow whiteouts when you can't see anything. Right, there's the post box we're going towards. We'll grab the Chiral crystal as well here.
There we go.
Always handy thing, I especially think we may need to use a carrier once we get these tar extractions. I don't know how big they're going to be.
Nice.
And obviously if they are large, we won't all fit on our back. Right, there's our post box. I'm not overly worried about it. But that was our marker point. Now we're off the network. We're going to head down this slope here. And then we'll hit grass again, and we just keep going straight, and then we'll be in the area. We do know there's going to be BTs, so we'll have our weapons out when we need to. We have got the assault rifle as well with automatic rounds. See how we get on. It shouldn't be too bad. BTs aren't something we've ever really been afraid of. After the first time we dealt with them, we've not really been afraid of them after that, because once we're able to attack them ourselves, wasn't too bad. Obviously the only concern is when now we know there's red ones that aren't affected by our blood. That does give a different proposition. There's not much to pick up. There's not much drop by other people here either. I was kind of expecting there to be a bit more lost stuff, but there isn't. Although I think a lot of that shows up more when you've added the areas to the network. It doesn't seem to show up as much. It's still on the network. Doesn't make sense. Graphically and also the terrain, seeing the mountains in the distance like that, it does look incredible. Okay, over this ridge by looks of things. Someone's destroyed some resins over there. See, we haven't really been picking up materials for a little while, mainly because in the snow and stuff there's been no point. Because we don't know how far we're going to go to the next area. We don't really want to load ourselves down too much. I've tried not pick stuff up that often. Okay, we don't really know where we're heading next until we've picked up this tar extraction. This was a place, wasn't it? This was a city, which is why there is the BTs here. Okay, This will take a little bit easy and just see how we manage. We'll try and take out the BTs rather than sneak past. I think it is sometimes easier to take them out. Here comes the time fall as well. We've had the snow, we now got time fall. Okay, there's one right in the building to the left over there. That's going to be tricky to get to. Right, well, we're heading in because we've got to pick up these tire extraction devices. Here come the BTs. You know they're here. As I say, I want to cut a cord. That's something I do want to try and do if we can. And we've got the grenades to use as well. Just going to be a bit careful where we're heading and kind of get round them, really. But the one in the building is going to be the hardest, I think. Okay. Haven't really had the opportunity to record, also because a lot of the time I've noticed that you'll kind of get to them and they're in front of you, so you've got to try and get behind them essentially. Right, we are going to sneak. I have got grenades we can get out in a second if we need to. Right, we know there's one there, one there's 5 of these in total. There's one over there. On that, I'm missing one. I don't think I know where they all are. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can only see 4. That's special alloys. The one to the right will leave till last, I think. Ah, look. What's the gold one? We've not seen a gold one before. Gold's new. We know red blood doesn't hurt. Made them walk through the water. Comes out of control and begins. There is that, yeah. Okay, I didn't want to get behind that one in case it's cord, but I haven't seen a gold one before. That is a new one. Obviously, red we know are a problem. Can't get to that one's cord from here. Obviously, we don't want to make noise because that does alert them. Okay, we're safe on this left-hand side, it seems. There's one big one right there. Okay, I want to do its cord, but where is the cord? We can't drop down because that will make noise and they will come after us. Can't see the cords anywhere though. Right, hematic grenades, I think. There's one right here looking at us. The others sometimes will come and investigate when you've taken one down. But yeah, haven't had the opportunity to do a cord yet. Still can't see an area where we could. Okay. We need to go up here, ideally. I know that one of the things we need to collect is up and over, essentially. Don't know how easy this will be for us to climb, to be fair. Not too bad. But yeah, it's getting into a position where we can use one of the cords to our advantage. Right, one of the things we need is just ahead of us here. We're not being followed, we're okay. So, what we need is down there. Is there any in here? Not by the looks of it. Okay, let's try and find a safe way down, doesn't make noise. If you make noise, it does attract the BTs. Like that. No, we're okay. Do need to get down to there though. We could climb down, to be fair. That might be a best route, I think, is climbing. There's definitely none in here. Let's use one of our climbing ropes to drop down. Come on. give me a location, that'll do. Okay. Why is BT's on the Oda deck going mad? Oh, it's outside. Look, there's a gold one there. You can see the cord to that gold one there, to be fair. Right, tar extraction device. We've got it. First one we've obtained. Can't actually... It's actually in here with us. There's a cord there. It's too high up though for us to cut. Need to be very careful noise-wise. There's one to our left. I don't want to get in a fight if I can avoid it here. Where's that cord? So the cord's there. I want to get to it. I don't want to risk things if we don't have to. If I make noise now, we are going to get seen. Right, it's two together here. I could grenade the two and maybe hit both. Let's try that. Problem is, if they're close and we make noise, we get attacked. They're a little bit away from where we are, so even if it attracts them, we're okay. The Oda X wide about the gold one. Okay, that's both of those taken care of. I need to be try not to drop too much because that will get their attention. Where's... Okay. We want to be heading to the left to get that tar extraction over there. Right, there is two down there we've got to be careful of. Right, how are we looking? Right, it's two over here. Again, I can't really see the cords. Considering I want to try and cut a cord, can't really see one. Hoping that's both of them down. Okay, we've got a last set of 5 grenades. One's come to investigate, so that's down as well. There's 2 more down there as well. We need to be heading over there. Is that one definitely... Is that one down or is it still up? Was that grenade not enough? Got to be enough, surely. Sometimes they do take more than one grenade, I've noticed. That one's going to investigate now. So we can see the cord in the air there, but I can't see how I get close enough to cut it. My issue right now is I'm going to be out of grenades very quickly. What if I can get behind this one to cut the cord? See the footprint? How do I cut the cord? That's my question. But right near them, I can't see a cord. One's right behind us as well. How do I cut that one's cord? This is a risk, admittedly. It's got us. I knew this was a risk. I mean, I tried to do it. shake him off. Okay. That didn't work as I wanted, to be fair. I've not got my gun on me, have I? I've got one grenade there. That is there one on one? I think there's one on one. Oh, they're still after me. Alright, shake them off. Let's move a second. Oh, there's one behind me here. There's a gold one there. All I was trying to do was cut the cord and I failed miserably. That's all I was trying to do there, was cut the cord. Obviously the gold ones we've not really dealt with before. There's more here as well. Why can't... How do I cut... Am I close enough here to cut a cord? I could see a cord a minute ago, now I can't. I'm probably risking too much by trying to do this, to be fair. Right, let's go and get our stuff back and crack on. I'm risking a bit too much trying to do it. Yeah, maybe they could be killed by cutting the cord. I'm probably risking a bit too much by trying to do it when we could be cracking on. Okay. I'm just going to quickly put my assault rifle back where it should be, because we're going to be using that very shortly, I think. Other than that, we're okay. Okay, next one we need is over there. It was a bit of a risk. I just wanted to see if we could actually get one done for the first time. Grenade-wise, what have I still got? I've got one grenade there and one grenade there. Yeah, I've got one of each. Right. The gold ones move around a lot more, I think, than the normal ones, it seems. There's a cord right there. Right, I think we have to use one of our grenades there. Let's grab our other grenade. Just in case others come and investigate. Yeah, there they are. While they're investigating that, they should stay away from us while we're here. Just lost a cargo container. I don't want to spray now though. But yeah, the actual cutting the cord I can't seem to manage to do. I don't want to fire my last grenade now if I can avoid it. I need that one to move. So that was investigating the one we just took out of the grenade. It's moving away now. Right, we've got two of the... I think we've got 2 of the 5 so far. If we get around here, there's one to our right. There's one there. Am I still missing one? I think I'm still missing one. How many have actually got on us? Extraction device, extraction. So I've got 2 of the 5. Might as well drop that and we've got that off. I've got 2 of the 5 as it stands. On the map, I don't think I can see all 5. Can I see all 5 here? So that's samples. There's one to our right here, which is over there. One there. I'm still missing one, aren't I? That's special alloys. I'm missing one. Where have I lost that one? It's not that one. So these are all different other things. There's one I haven't spotted for some reason. I don't know if the gold ran away as such. I know what you mean though. I think they move around a lot more than the normal ones. Right, I am still missing one of these tar things, so we are going to have to find it. But yeah, I don't know if they run away as such. I just think they move around a lot more. Hence that one. Okay, we go into this tire extraction over this side. I'm assuming we've got to get very close for the option to cut the cord to come up, and we haven't got close enough, obviously, yet. Just because we've been able to do it, I wanted to see what happens, and obviously haven't had the opportunity properly yet. Right, we know this is number 3 here. There are 2 here to be aware of. So I need to be very quiet doing this, essentially. My containers have been quite badly damaged. Well, I'd need to spray everything, but I don't quite know. Spraying, does that create noise? I'll have to give it a go, I think. Point backwards. Spray. All our containers are getting damaged by the timefall, including the deliveries. So this needs doing before we lose deliveries. They're all fully restored. Yeah, fully restored. Right. Okay. So we now have 3 of the 5. I don't think I can see one. That's my big concern, is I don't think I can see all of them. Which means we're missing one. Right. This is probably the worst thing we've had to do so far. So I can see one over there. I'm still missing. That's only number 4 though. None that way. Not there. None that way. So if I go all the way over there for that one, I'm still going to be missing one, aren't I? I don't think we've got a choice, but... Oh, look at that. It's right in the water there. Can I cut it? It's probably a risk I shouldn't be doing. Hold breath. It's because it's so close I want to do it. I'm on my breath for a minute. Just want to walk straight into one accidentally. Right, there's another container over there. My issue is I'm missing one, I don't know where it is. It's got to be back where we've just been, surely. Yeah, maybe. Once you pick this one up, we might find it. Am I really close to one that I'm not actually looking at? Yeah, there. Oh, cut umbilical cord. Rest in pieces, trophy achieved. I told you there'd be a trophy for it, guaranteed. We cut the umbilical cord. I just saw it pop up as the option. I knew there'd be a trophy for doing so. It was obvious there would be. Right, we need to get up to here for this tar. There is one to our right hand side here. I can cut that umbilical cord too. Go from doing none to 2 really quickly. Right, this is the tar we need. Okay, my concern now is I don't... Oh, that's it. There was only 4. Why was I thinking there was 5? The 5th container's the ammonite. There was only 4 containers. Right, let's look where we're going, because actually it wouldn't show us where delivery point was until this was done. So we need to head up here till we reach the snow area, and then we head through. We are rapidly running out of time for this morning's stream as well. I'd like to get to the biologist though before we finish. So that is going to be the aim. We've got about 10 minutes. I think we'll be fine. Thank you, Grace Husband. One of those things that once we were able to do it and it was unlocked, I kind of wanted to do it to say I've done it. And I knew there'd be a trophy involved. It was obvious. Right. Evo-Devo Biologist, here we come. We just need to get up that hill and around away from here. don't really need to take on any more of these BTs. We can just leave. There's nothing else in the area that's going to help us. There was no microchip. Normally in them kind of areas I would expect one. Mainly because it's a dangerous area. We are nearly safe, I think. Nearly being the operative word. Yeah, we're nearly safe. I'm confident enough that we can stand up, to be honest. I know the Odorec's still showing VTs around, but we're safe. That was the most hair-raising thing we've done to date, though, I think. Compared to other times we've dealt with VTs, that was a lot worse, more nerve-wracking. Admittedly, I didn't help myself by trying to cut an umbilical cord right when we got in there. I could have been a little bit easier on myself by not doing that. Right, we need to head more to the left. I'm too far into the snow here. I did think we'd hit the snow a little bit early. And this is all damaging. We have got one container repair spray left. So if we need to repair all the containers, we can do it one more time before we run out. Yeah, I'm a long way up. I want to be down there. Although I can head to the right as long as it kind of goes down. And if we wanted to, we've got the all-terrain skeleton on, so we can travel a little bit quicker over this stuff if we needed to. I think we're okay. Right. I think we're going through that gap there, but we'll double check in a second. So the damaged container means it's not fully damaged yet. I'm not overly worried about that. It's more the let's move all these markers. Too many markers on the game. It's more the mission containers I'm more concerned about more than other stuff. Right, we're heading up there. Evo-Devo. I don't think I've heard of an Evo-Devo Biologist before. Environmental development, potentially. I don't know. That sandalwood on the right hand side there, that plant, we've picked them up before. There's no point now. We've yet to ever use the plant. I'm not sure what it's for. I think it's for something to do with shoes. I've just never used it. But yeah, I think I got a bit too concerned about trying to cut an umbilical cord because we could and we hadn't. And I probably should have calmed down at the start and just held off and we would have been alright. May have saved that little bit where we got in a bit of trouble, to be fair. But we survived, we got through it, that's the main thing. And here we are, the Evo-Devo Biologist. So we can hand these in. And then that may be the last thing we do today, depending. Because obviously we don't know what they're going to want us to do next. Or where the story's going to take us. As long as we don't have what happened on Friday, we suddenly go back to World War II again. Out of nowhere. And then we've got to do that because we can't stop. But let's deliver the cargo. It's all intact. I don't know about damage. We did obviously have that issue where we dropped things for a minute. So I don't know about damage. But we should be okay. Curious how many chapters there are. We're on chapter 8 currently. I am curious how many more there are. Because normally you'd say 10, 12, roughly. Depending on size of game.
I'm impressed, Sam. Not many people would have even attempted this.
Well, we're not just any people. We're Sam.
Not a scratch on it. And the tower inside is safe and secure.
Always nice when they say that.
My friend.
Okay, there should be a decent amount of lights, which will give us a connection level of at least 1 star, which means there'll be the network connection done. 0, 0, 0. I don't think we damaged any of it, though. Considering we kind of made a mistake, got caught by the BTs and lost all our equipment, we had to go back and pick it up. Got no damage. I think, obviously, fixing the containers helped, to be fair. Did travel a fair distance as well. When you're actually doing it, it doesn't feel that far. But actually, when it says it in a measurement, it does sound like quite a lot. Awesome delivery as well. 2 stars. 2 and a bit stars. May gain a level here, hopefully. Maybe not. We might get 1 at least. No. So we stay at grade 232 expert courier.
Now,
connection time.
me to the chiral network. That's where my studies will truly begin.
There's going to be so much data for her to see once we connect as well. That's what all the scientists seem to really enjoy, is all the data. If you need to go back to old ways, they haven't actually. Oh yeah. There we go. That's another area connected. There's still areas missing. A place we've been previously, but there was never an order to go there. We need an order to go there to originally get our first star. That's the thing. There we go. Evo-Devo Biologist has joined the UCA. We've now got a grenade launcher. These are grenades that kill, though, aren't they? Unless they're hematic, I've got a feeling they're grenades that kill. A couple of new interviews as well. And we can now see everyone else's structures.
Thank you.
So what's next is the question.
Without saying, but I am convinced that the tar is related to the BTs and the Death Stranding.
I think you're right, to be fair.
Both it and Timefall are the defining features of the post-Stranding ecosystem. Sudden environmental changes such as these invariably lead to the extinction of organisms that fail to adapt. Those that do adapt do so by virtue of enhancers, the regions of DNA that grant successful organisms their advantages. These genetic factors are the key to evolution. But there are genes which have the opposite effect, those which disadvantage organisms. Extinction factors, as they have been called. These are the seeds of advancement and obsolescence. Such factors may lie dormant within us all, a choice waiting to be made.
Yeah, maybe we're not doing well one or two. I don't know.
Life itself. If so,
Can't see the connection at the minute though either. But even Heartman said he didn't know the connection.
Evidence of these genetic decisions that may aid us in navigating our current crossroads. In any event, thanks to you, I can now study the composition.
Part of me thinks they're going to say you need to get pulled into the tar so we can get some samples inside. But I don't know if you can survive that.
Well done, Sam. You furthered our research into the Death Stranding in ways you cannot imagine. Thank you again for bringing me Mama's body, as well as that ammonite. Speaking of which, my analysis of its umbilical cord is proceeding apace. I've been comparing the data against...
Now we were told, once these three were connected, we've got to build our own way station somewhere.
Would you mind returning to my lab? Preparations are finally...
Okay, we go to his lab first, though.
Relay integration. If you could collect the necessary materials for the
there you go, restoration work.
Bring them here, I would be most grateful.
So the next job will be to gather materials to go and restore, build this way station.
Please access delivery
I want to have a look, obviously, at this grenade launcher. I've got a feeling it's not something I'm going to want to use because I think it's going to kill people and then cause void outs. That weapon. Yeah, no, it's a good point. Why give us a weapon if we're not going back? So, there it is, the grenade launcher. It's not, didn't tell me anything there about whether we can have different rounds. Yeah, it doesn't tell us, does it? I've got a feeling it's not going to have hematic rounds. I'll be very surprised. I'm going to build... hang on, it just say here. Fires grenades whose effects are triggered on impact. Can be loaded with 4 times the ammo, anti-BT hematic rounds, lethal grenade rounds, slip rounds, and non-lethal tranquilizer rounds, enabling it to be used in a variety of combat situations on a variety of targets. Or we're building one of those then. Tranquilizer rounds, slip rounds, I don't know what that does. I'm assuming making the floor slippery. Grenades, which we won't be using, but hematic rounds as well. I didn't think it'd be anti-BT, but it is. We now have a grenade launcher. It's quite big, to be fair. I'm kind of considering getting rid of the bolo gun, to be honest. Rather than... Now we've got a grenade launcher. Do we need the bolo gun anymore? The bolo gun's always been really good, especially against mules, but I'm unsure whether we need it now, to be fair. Right, we are out of time for today, but before we finish, let's have a quick look at where we're heading next. There are no orders for Sam. Standard orders, roboticist, geologist, paleontologist, collection, and live fish to Heartman's lab. You're doing half an hour, though. So although we've got no mission to go to Heartman's lab, he's asked us to. Now I'm a little bit confused, because how do we know what materials we need? Be careful the German, you accidentally knocked yourself out, really. That's kind of gonna like that. Yeah, it can do a lot more different jobs compared to Bolo gun, especially with the tranquilizer rounds. So yeah, it's telling us it wants to go to Heartman's over here. He wants us to bring materials with us though, and we don't know what materials they are, or how many. And obviously we've got to travel this by foot as well. Traverse all this to get back. Our vehicle is still over here somewhere. There. No, where is our vehicle? Our vehicle somewhere. Anyway, we are out of time for today, so tomorrow we've got to head back to Heartman's lab. The only thing I don't know is how much materials we need. That's a concern, is the materials side. I don't know how many. But we've achieved quite a lot, I think, today. We've managed to get 3 new people onto the network. We met Heartman, who survived for 21 minutes before leaving this world for 3 minutes and then returning. And we managed to cut our first umbilical cord, which, yeah, I nearly messed up several times. But that will be for tomorrow morning, unfortunately. We'll continue on tomorrow. I don't know what I say, unfortunately. We are out of time, though, for another 3.5 hours just over into the game. Really enjoying it. I think the story's definitely taken a turn. Higgs and the terrorists has kind of been put to the side, and it's more about the BTs and Death Stranding and how the world is affecting and how it could evolve to overcome this 6th extinction event, essentially. And we're going to be a part of finding a way through for the people. We've still got one more place we know we need to get to, and that is where Amelie is on the west coast, sorry. I'm assuming we'll be heading there shortly. For first thing tomorrow, we'll be heading to Heartman's lab, returning there. And my concern, like I say, is the materials. I don't know what we need or how many. That's the bit I'm confused about, because it doesn't give us an order to do so. The live fish, if I knew we'd get there in a half an hour, I could take the live fish as well tomorrow morning and see if we can get the live fish to Heartman. That'd be a nice one to get delivered, to be fair. And it would increase his star. But we'll see tomorrow. We'll make that decision in the morning. It's definitely keeping us on our toes, though. But a massive thank you to you guys for this morning. Another incredible stream, as always, with you guys. And we will be back tomorrow morning with more Death Stranding. There is daily content on the channel. Grid Legends continues this afternoon. And don't miss the start of the Mafia series that won the vote on Wednesday as well. If you haven't checked out the schedule, check out yesterday's scheduled video or the live stream community post that went live yesterday. Patrick, very much appreciated your donation. I didn't want it, but thank you very much. I do appreciate it massively. When I say I don't want it, I don't mean it badly. I know that how it sounds. But thank you, I really do appreciate it. And that is us for this morning. Thank you all very much. Thank you for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. As I say, we're back tomorrow morning for another 3.5 hours in Death Stranding. That's tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. And we'll see you in a live stream very soon. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.